each battle that we face, we defy the dark's embrace. The legends growing with each strike. In unity we confide. No fear in our eyes, just stars guiding us through endless wars. Destiny is in our hands. Together we take a stand. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight. As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory we are free. Timeless heroes, legends glad. Together we save this land. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight.
Welcome back. We are Original GM and glad to have you.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What an epic episode that was, the last one. Freaking awesome, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You let your NPCs derail your campaign.
Yes, shit fucking happened. Meeting Asmodeus was supposed to be season finale. What am I going to do now?
I don't know. Find a different way to absolutely unleash your players. That's what you're going to do.
I
I just want to state, when Ares writes the song about this adventure, Asmo killing Lothra was totally planned and completely
The
their
entire time.
idea the entire time, and they were going to capture him, and it was all a meticulous plan that they
I see.
brought forth. Just so you're aware, when Ares writes the song, that's how the story will be told.
Bards are the best.
Fucking bards.
That's the deal. So
I'm inspired.
Well, welcome, viewers. You haven't got it yet or haven't looked at it, check out our new system. HLA, highslopewall.com. Yeah, there we go.
get the whole set.
Yeah, get the whole set, get the bundle. That's the best way to go. You'll save $30 or something like that. But yeah, kind of crazy, you guys. I can't believe you did that. That's just, yeah.
You do?
I know what I'm gonna do, so it's all good.
Well, that's great.
Worry about it.
We love to hear.
Yeah. Speak for yourself. You got to roll with the punches.
Just put my safety hat on.
I'm gonna start speaking in a Russian accent now. Maybe Zed should have a Russian accent.
Progress. Okay, comrades. I have under control.
Yeah. Welcome back, viewers. If you haven't, go check our website out and our Discord. Moderators will post the links for you there. And check it out. Go join the Discord. Let's see here. We're going to start in a completely different place.
More terrifying monsters. Somehow these guys are worse than Asmo.
Let's just not concentrate on that, okay? Let's just be positive.
Proteins.
Yeah, I think
The evil is the same thing,
So-
but different.
when last we left off, I think you guys were at Space Station Box.
Not even in our own bodies.
Not in the
Not in your own body. We were in. It's body swapped.
Very fun, very fun. I think Ren's gonna try to get the Z number 1 here, Zed, to build with those machines. Like team building, teamwork exercises.
Yeah, it would be
Machine.
great for the Companions Guild for sure.
It's highly profitable, am I right? I'm down. Zed's about to just go turn into another capitalist. That's his new plan. That's his new mission in life.
Yeah, Zed is
Hey, you.
That's capitalism.
dead.
Exactly.
He's still
Times
there,
2, by the
so-
way. Thank you.
Yeah, you've got another Zed. That's kind of interesting.
One,
Is
two
that,
Zeds?
that's original or what's going on there? No question. So
Who's
Maybe
originally
he's
had a
the
cool
original.
armband.
Maybe
So
he's the original and he just doesn't know.
yeah, maybe my mind was wiped.
So, if there's any confusion, we are in the middle of season 4, episode 26. What's been posted on YouTube, I think, is episode 3 or 2 or something like that of season 4. So
Twitch will give you early access to our episodes.
Yes, it
basically,
will.
For the
It will.
next
we're going to
Some
start
content.
posting our previous episodes from, we're talking about season 3 on. I don't know, we'll probably do that and then moderate it. We get our numbers up like that.
We won't be live like we are here, but they'll be posted and we'll be on chat.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll post it on our social medias when we figure out what we're going to do.
All right. Let's start where you guys were located at the Med Lab. Space Station Lux.
Okay, I got a list.
You got a list
I
of
got a
List, right?
who's in whose body?
Seth is in Lily's body. Zen is in Zed number 1's body. Lily is in Zed number 2's body. Ren is in Zen's body. Zed number 2 is in Ren's body, and Zed number 1 is in Seth's body.
It's good times.
All right.
You guys know whose bodies you're in?
Okay.
Yep.
How could I forget?
So Zed number 2 is in Ren's body.
Yes.
You guys discussed some things like what happens if you die in the body and all that. He has no answers for any of that. He tells you that he doesn't know. Those are experiments that we have not taken yet. But now that we know that this is possible, I suggest we move back into our own body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Everybody
Please.
comfortable with that?
Yes.
Please. He'll go over to the machine and start hitting some switches, and you guys close your eyes and come back into your own bodies, and everybody's correct where you should be. He shuts the machine off and grabs the things from everybody that were attached to you, puts them up.
Tell Rizzo I'm back in my own body.
Okay. She moves from where she was back over to you and growls a little bit. Just for a moment, you guys see as she moves this shimmering 3.5, 4 foot dragon, sharp teeth, come over next to Lily and she disappears again. Elis is looking around the room and he's like, so we need Necrothians. We need bodies. I would say so. It is the only one currently that we know about besides the lab. If that's somewhere you'd rather go to collect some. Now the question on collecting them is the contagion. So, how many bodies are you going to collect? Well, that's what's the question is. How many are there? I know you don't have enough pods aboard the Sub Rosa to do so. So we'll need to transfer some over there, which we are in the process of doing. Tazar should be loading them up as we speak. I did a total of 6. That way they're separate from the rest of the ones in Med Bay on board Sub Rosa. And you can go from there. Excuse me.
Scientists.
So we've had some scientists in mind, particularly the only one qualified to do what Risa was qualified to do was the doctor from the med lab that's been imprisoned. Renara, Admiral, that is completely and utterly up to you. It's either her or two new doctors. You had requested to have a mind mage. I know that you've lost a mind mage on board ship. Coming to find out that Gavor was someone else, an angelic being.
Keep looking at this.
You see one of the illusionary monitors, a red light goes off, and he looks at it, walks over to it, starts looking at something. Renara, you see Eden's mother, Vice Admiral Nova. She says something to him on the monitor, and you see that it's silent, so you can't see it or you can't hear it, but you can see her talking to him, and evidently he's able to hear it, probably through telepathy.
I try to read your lips since it's standing there.
Do you have that weapon?
No,
Got lip reading?
I don't. I forgot that was a learned skill. No,
Skills.
just kidding. Never mind.
So the answer is if you roll a 1 on a 20, yeah, give you a chance.
Let's try it. Let's see. Why not?
You have no idea. I have no idea what she's saying to him.
Words, maybe.
Yes, and they have a short conversation, and he nods and he turns the illusionary monitor off and turns around and looks back at you. Looks like Queensland's being attacked by the Hells.
What?
We assume it's from Asmodeus.
What can you do?
Their forces should have it under control. I'm sure there will be casualties, but I don't think it's any of your concern, simply for the fact that you have more important matters at hand. It seems that some sort of portal was opened to the north of Queensland from the abyss. And somehow the devils have come from the abyss. Not demons, but devils. Something odd is going on. I believe we're going to send somebody to collect information. As you know, it's very difficult to get information from that plane. It's so deep. And there's a portal in Queensland as well as the elevator.
I know we have to take care of this, but please.
Of course, I'll let you know what's taking place and what's happening as events unfold, as long as you're still in a place where we can contact you. The information on where that ship, that abandoned or derelict ship is located, has been uploaded to Rosa.
Okay.
So,
You can show me.
How long will it take to get there?
a couple hours.
Looks like we should
No.
be out.
I know you were supposed to have shore leave longer, but it is what it is. As usual, you have a duty, and luckily you're still in command of your own vessel, Admiral, and the Council has no say. However, keeping me in the loop, he looks over at Zed, would be a good idea. Because I'm the one that actually helps when you're in trouble.
I understand. I want you to take them from me. Smile.
It would not have been me that took it from you. It would have been the Council, and they have no say.
Can we take that one with us too?
He is mine. He turns to your face. And he's standing there putting up the equipment and
But was that good enough for you?
putting it into a case. He gets it closed and everything and walks over and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Evis is now. How is she going to run this? Does she have the instructions? And the other Zeds, they are within the case. Now, As far as your questions go, I do not know whether or not if you die, I don't know what will happen. So, this technology that I placed together came from my memory. I did not remember it. It was brought to me through a quantum mage. And the little bit of knowledge that I had of it was the fact that I had used it before during COVID operations. But I was not the creator of this item, nor did I know how to use it until then. Ida says, be very careful. That is to get in the wrong hands.
Terrifying.
Yeah. It would be, akin to a possible army of shapeshifters.
And
Go!
come on.
Get shit done. Good luck. Salute you. He's never saluted you.
Sure. Come on. Let's get to it.
As you say, Emma.
All right, you guys make your way out of the med lab and across the blue section to the security control when you come through the door, and Admiral Nova's there. And, you can see up on the screen, she's looking at what look like real-time images of what's going on in Queensland, and you see a couple other illusionary monitors, and one of them you recognize as Mirabilia. And you could see that the river of hellfire lava that was flowing up is not flowing now. It's just sitting there still. And there are devils everywhere on that image, moving all over the place, away from Mirabilia, all over. Almost like they've been commanded to do something, or you're not sure. She looks over her shoulders at you guys and turns the monitor off. Admiral? You guys walk through. You come out on the dock there at B3. And you head across over to the ship. Go down the walkway. You can see some engineers walking back. And you look over, see a couple engineers loading what looks like to be the last pod into the car.
As they're walking, she'll look at the rest of them. Do you guys think about that doctor bringing her on the ship?
It's a good idea.
You think so?
Yeah.
Even with everything she did with the experiments?
It me. Don't.
What if that was one of us, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But at the same time, we have to learn how to deal with these people. I mean,
What experiments are we talking about?
There was a ship similar to the Sub Rosa. It was called the Hope, and it crash landed on this asteroid,
rock.
something in space, and there was a lab on it. And in that lab, there was this doctor, and she had crew members that were infected by the Necrovians. Instead of killing them or disposing of them or trying to stop progression or any of that, she let the disease progress within them and did experiments. And we found her and rescued her and brought her back here. She knows more about the Necrovians than anybody, but she's unstable, morally questionable. And that's who Ela's supposed to put on the ship. True, son.
Yes, lefty Jews, like, let me know if you would like that doctor. If so, you'll need to pick her up.
From where?
Astrium.
Okay. I'll let you.
Do we have another choice, or is there a choice to not have her?
Not
position.
the other choice is too inexperienced.
We'd have to retrain.
Individuals would have to completely retrain them. I don't.
Engineers will pass you and salute you as they go by.
So if we bring her on, make sure we're watching her. Like, make sure she look at that. Make sure somebody's watching her, because
You come up to the
Some
door. As you're talking, you go ahead.
some kind of protocol to keep her in check.
You see the construct of Sub Rosa standing at the door with the robot looking like thing with the brain inside of it, standing there at the front. You come in. Welcome aboard, Adam. You look behind her and see Cesar looking at these pods that have been brought in, scratching his head.
What's Cesar?
Oh, Admiral. New pods. Where do you want me to put them?
Yeah.
And you look around, and the cargo hold is fucking full. Like, there's hardly anywhere to walk around.
What is all this?
More materials and provisions for the ship.
Okay.
Can we leave Kara's stuff here?
That would be wonderful, Amanda.
That would be up to her, but
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't know where we leave them. Okay, so hold on one second. That's what the was. And she'll say two things. One, we want the doctor.
Sure. She has no rank. She was private contractor. She's not military, so. Very well.
We don't really have another choice.
If you would like, I can have a ship escort her to you on your way, or you can stop by Astra. It's a little bit out of the way.
You can have, yeah, you can have a ship escort.
Okay.
Second thing. Kara left all of her stuff on the ship, and it's filling up the cargo bay. Is there anywhere here that we can leave it until she comes to collect it?
what comes?
Like fabric, and I don't even know what else. And it's fabric, it's seeds, and is there anywhere that I can leave this stuff? You can't even barely.
I'm
fit the
sure
cargo bay.
I can send some engineers that way. We can get it unloaded. If nothing else, we'll put it on the docks and just figure it out. Of course.
She'll look into designs. Some engineers will be by shortly to come collect that stuff. It's ours.
Okay. Sounds good,
As
Admiral.
far as these pods, we'll probably be bringing them in through these doors.
Yeah, and they need to be operational when we bring those
We
in.
do.
So
Are they operational right now? Should look they look like they're turned on. Or...
So you look at them and they're different. They have extra parts to them. There's this box on the side of them that you've not seen on the other pods. But they do look operational. They do look like they're okay. You know, you can take them to the teleport pad and put them anywhere on the ship, to any of the teleport pad, or you could leave them down here.
So she'll look at us and say, "We're gonna leave them here for the moment."
Shouldn't be a problem, Admiral, once we get all this stuff and he turns it. And you see, there's like 40 crates sitting there.
And she kind of shakes her head. She's like, "And a ship is going to escort the doctor, and he goes about halfway." She'll ask her to say, "Is everyone on the ship? Is everyone on the ship? Or are we missing anything?"
There are a few that are missing, Admiral, but I can call them back.
Would you?
Of course.
We'll
do
be-
so.
We'll be,
Shore leave is over.
Yes, we'll be leaving.
Sounds good, Admiral. There's a ship-wide announcement that we'll be leaving in 10 minutes. Everyone's report to your stations. Rosa walks over to Zed. Says, Chief, as we still have a security risk in the site, cell block 1. We have a vampire that is currently still desiccated, but there's been some strange mental energy coming off of it.
We block it with the.
Oh, it has been blocked. But
Can I-
It's of concern.
Can this be heard?
Yeah, she says it out loud.
I have no anything to do with that.
Yeah, I want
Just
that
put
man. I want that vampire off the ship.
Absolutely. I don't watch
General
space.
Rhaegar and Sapien to put it down. She'll be willing.
Zara says, I can have security escort his coffin out of there.
It could be dangerous if there's mental.
And the mental energy is being blocked by the prison right now.
Contact General Rhaegar and ask her that we have to get on the ship.
Would we be able to contact her?
Aren't you friends with her? They're in the abyss. I don't think I'll be able to. Would you?
Lily will try them. It's what fear. Right.
Yes,
Yes, Admiral.
I have a problem.
Okay,
Um,
let's try to fix it.
So, there is a really old vampire on the ship who is in a cell that was brought on board by General Reva and Sabian.
Yes.
And I don't know what to do with him. There's, I guess, been some problems with him mentally affecting people on the ship, and I don't want him on the ship. We cannot get a hold of her.
Have Kazab do it. We'll put him in a cell. However, if we're storing him here, he'll have to be undesiccated. That's going to be against the laws. We can't have him desiccated as inhumane. But we'll keep him in a secure location.
So one of the things I know that Sabian said was that if he becomes undesiccated, they used Godwin's blood to wake him up, and he will not stop until he kills Godwin. Now,
He's in a cell. We don't have to worry about it. I mean, there are plenty of prisoners within the prison that hate and want to kill people. You know, it's not.
okay, do we know anything about this guy? Like, how dangerous is he?
We know he was a sheriff in the city of Mirabilia. He was a vampire sheriff in the city of Mirabilia. During the purge, he was one of the few that was left alive. Evidently, from what I've been able to gather, you're correct about Sabian having something to do with it. He put him in a coffin and wrapped chains of desiccation around it and put it at the bottom of the ocean. So he's been having a difficult time for some time. I'm sure providing him with sustenance and blood and being within the prisons of Lux will probably do him some good. It might put him in a better mood.
We just start running lists of assassins that want to kill on the side.
Yeah, we can do that, and then we can just let General Reva know if she wants to collect. I don't really know. Okay, I'll let Zach know. Yes. She's looking Zach.
Okay. Yes, Admiral.
The prisoner and the jail ship that Elis asked me to ask you to collect.
Taken care of.
Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome, Admiral.
Bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Engineers start coming.
Okay.
Yeah, engineers start coming in and taking the crates and unloading them from the Sub Rosa and taking them onto the docks.
Seth is going to the dojo. He needs to make sure that he knows how to actually physically work out without his swords.
Okay.
Did Brad get enough sleep to remember his spells?
No, you bound chicka bow out all night long.
It's no sleep.
Zen and Sajord kept you quite busy in your little polyamorous relationship. No way.
Let me ask
You
a
got
question.
about 2 hours.
So the night before, she slept 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
And she didn't memorize spells since that.
So she came.
So could she memorize spells from that previous sleep?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, cool. Sweet. Thanks.
Reminder of the Fade to Black. Zen will say to the engineer, she'll say, hey, you guys make sure that equipment is taken care of. It took Carl a lot to get a hold of those materials. They're very important. She creates magical stuff with them. Do not let them get wet or ruined in any way. Are we clear?
I love them.
And they salute at her, yes, Commander. And she's like, very well. Don't let me catch some of that stuff ruined. And they nervously nod and go about their business and start unloading it. Tazar smiles a little bit and he's like, I'm just glad to get rid of it, so I'm not responsible for it any. I don't want to be on Carl's bad side.
Oh, all those plants. I forgot about all of them.
Yes. Tazar looks at you and he says, Tazar, the half giant, has a frost giant. Commander, those have already been taken care of. They're up in the atrium. I can't say if they've been taken care of or not, but
Come on, chat.
they may need. I don't know.
I'm serious right
I'm
now.
not much with plants, he says.
You can regrow some.
Well, they probably need to be watered, or maybe not. I don't know what they are, but maybe we should tell somebody.
Maybe.
Maybe somebody on board will know what to do. I don't know.
Not me.
I don't think we have a botanist anymore, do we?
Sure, we'll figure it out.
You're losing a lot of crew, Admiral, if I may say openly.
Agree, and they need to be replaced. And then there's so many pressing matters right now. Finding the right crew is difficult.
I mean, the cook is doing a great job. Tell you what, that food. Cook is.
We're down
Yes.
to cleric,
He's amazing.
paladin, a witch. Who else did we lose?
Cavalier.
How much of the party is on board right now? Like the actual party itself.
Yeah,
One of the bounty hunters is gone.
yeah, bounty hunter.
So,
Bounty hunter.
To one.
Zed,
Yeah.
will you go up and see who's there? Do you just, or do you?
Yeah, should we go for lunch?
Okay, so you go up.
Yeah, Zed's going up to the security office.
All right.
Seth did not go up. He went to the dojo.
All right, so Seth is going to the dojo. I'm going to set you off to the side here.
He will take his boots off. And his shirt.
Give me just a moment here.
He does not want to sweat all over that shirt. It's his new shirt.
Lily, you go up with them. Everybody go up. Zed, Rin, Lily, Zen, you guys come up. When you come into the main room, why is there two Zeds?
There was.
When you come into the main room, you see Rayla there. You see Pox there. Timmy is there, but he's in security. Teardrop's in security. You see Captain Valkyrie. She's over on this side of the table. When you guys walk in, Zen will go up and sit down. Zed, where'd you go?
In the security office.
Yeah, you go in the security office. All right. Timmy's in there, and he's, hey, Zed.
Hey, Tony.
Chief, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, not bad. Did you know that you could see almost everywhere on the ship? And he likes looking at the monitor. He's like, this is really cool. Like, I can even see what the cooks are doing and learn how they make their food.
There are other pressing things that I want you to focus on.
Oh, med bay's empty. There's this vampire down there, and he shows you. He's like, that needs to be taken care of, I think.
We're taking care of it.
All right.
Has there been any other things of interest or people coming on board that you've noted?
No.
Randall.
Well, there's been. He tells you about the engineers. You know that we're loading the pods. He's like, I feel kind of weird though. To be honest with you, watching people and they don't know you're watching them. It's a little strange. Chief.
People are aware that there is surveillance on the ship.
I know, but it's just weird. That makes me feel weird. I mean, there's no access to any of the rooms or privies or anything. Thank goodness.
Did you try to access the rooms, the privies?
No, not the privies. I may have peeked in Rayla's room to try to see. It is here, and he shows you, and he's like, but it doesn't work. He pushes it, it doesn't work. Somebody must have shut it off. I just want to make sure she was safe.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even in the room today.
No, she's in the main room. She's in the main room. Now, she was in her room just a little while ago. Well, about an hour ago. She's back. Yeah.
Don't try to access rooms.
Can we access what's on the outside of the ship? He pulls something up and he's like, all right, I'm going to look at something because something doesn't seem right. He pulls it up and
I'll go over.
he starts rewinding. You see when they left the ship on the teleport pads that Pox went with them. And he's like, but Pox is here. So
Wait,
it's,
with them where?
he doesn't leave the main room. But, and he shows you and he comes through a door and goes over to the teleport pad with the rest of them when they went to the Underdark. It's like, so he left, but he didn't leave. He's here. So I don't know if but he didn't teleport from there to up here. He was already here.
Is
It was like there was two
Is
Poxes.
that telepathy's random? Admiral,
Yes.
I don't know if that's important.
I have a concern already.
Wonderful. What is it?
Fox should not be here.
What do you mean?
Fox left, but didn't leave with the group.
Hold on. She'll walk that way. She'll select these in. Hey.
Yeah.
Don't make a deal. Keep a fucking eye on Fox. There's something wrong. I need to go look at the recordings.
Okay.
She'll go into the security room.
Okay. You walk in there.
That's in the show. Show the Admiral.
Okay. You see it.
So she'll go to where Fox is right now. And like,
He never left that table.
okay.
He never left the table.
So she'll go to the other one at the last time that they saw him and like rewind and try to figure out where the discrepancy is. See if she can see. You know what I mean?
So you see Pox come out of the privy. Down on the cargo bay deck.
Sal,
Yes.
you have a problem. You can look at the security footage from where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Pops? There's something not right. There's two of them,
That's impossible.
and I'm not sure which one's which. Well, we were dealing with shapeshifters there for a while, if you remember. This is not the first time this has happened, and I'm not sure if the one sitting out at the table is him or not.
I will look into it.
Let me know ASAP, please.
Yes, of course. All right.
She'll look at his abs.
You come to the dojo, Seth.
Okay.
All
Take off my shoes, knock on the door.
right. You hear Bela, come in.
He enters.
She smiles at you and runs over and gives you a big hug.
Well, hi there. You mind if I use
It's
it?
a wonderful time with you. Thank you so much.
Indeed. Anytime.
I've been meditating.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Things seem so wonderful. I'm just afraid the next shoe's gonna drop. You know what I mean? My life has never gone this smooth. Anyway, probably because you're in.
I hope we can do it again.
Yeah, me too. I hear we're leaving.
Whatever. Can we go take on the necro thingamajiggers? At
Goodness.
least some of them.
Okay.
Try to take some. put them in pods and swap. I need to get the hang of fighting without my swords. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to do some work
Of
out.
course. Go ahead. Go ahead. I've got some stuff to do over here, and she goes over and sits down and starts meditating. She goes, "Help yourself. You have free reign to the dojo."
And he'll strip to the waist and start working.
Okay. All right. You start working out. Zen,
Hearing.
we'll go into your office. You go into the security room, and he showed you all that stuff. You talked to Kazav, and then where'd you go?
She'll come back now.
Captain nods at you. She says, "Where are we headed at?"
Well, right now, I am waiting for some of the stuff to be unloaded from the cargo bay. And I also have to replace some crew. She'll switch to telepathy and she'll say, "Martin, security breach."
Sorry, what?
She'll switch to telepathy to
Doctor?
Godfrey. Thank you. Yeah, there might be a security breach.
She looks around.
Don't make it obvious. Like comms, I don't know what's going on yet. We're trying to find out. There was more than one of them on the ship.
Kazav left these to you. Your posture is the one that left.
Okay.
If there's any way to notify them, then we should probably do so.
We have no way to get a hold of them. We've tried a couple of times.
I did attempt to do it through Queensland and have a paladin go through the portal and maybe notify them.
So she'll telepathy Zen and then Valkyrie and then Zed.
Okay.
Tell them the pox that's here is the real one. The one that left was the imposter.
So the party in the Underdark is having a posture with them the entire time.
Because Zad's going to try to get a hold of them. She'll go back to her words and she'll say, "So after we get that stuff loaded off the ship, we are going to head to the Necrothean ship. There is a Necrothean Earth. The enemy." Just to let everybody be like, "I wanted to remind you guys that we're supposed to refer to them as the enemy." We're gonna head to the enemy ship that's separated from the rest of them, and we're going to see if we can commandeer it.
You say it to everyone?
Yeah.
Pox,
Now-
Pox says in your head, "Hunt."
She says that out loud.
Okay. Or he'll say it out loud. Hunt.
Yes.
Mm.
So
Just his tail.
we have a plan. We were going to do the possession thing, but we found out through E-list that after a period of time, when possessing the Necrothians, that your mind starts to become infected.
Lily, where are you going to go?
She is going to head to the kitchen
Okay.
and get something to eat, and she was going to telepathy, but I didn't want to interrupt.
I just didn't put you in a seat or anything, so you go into the kitchen.
So basically, this is on a volunteer basis for whoever wants to go. Up to 6 of us can go.
Rita says, "As usual, I'll be happy to stay behind, but if you need me, that's fine. But I'm glad to hear that now I'm aware that it can hurt your mind by possessing this enemy. And possessing an enemy.
It's dangerous.
In the center of the table, the Sub Rosa, floating Sub Rosa gem glows, and you hear, "Admiral,
Yes.
we have removed the cargo, and we have everything ready to go. The rest of the crew is on board.
The prisoner's been removed.
The prisoner has been removed, according to Kazak."
All right. Head to that location. We should be getting a message from the ship dropping off the new doctor.
Very well, Admiral. Laying in a course and headed that way.
Thank you.
We are undocking.
Before we take off, as soon as she got up there and started seeing what was going on, she would try to telepathy Lady Sabra.
Okay.
Lady,
Yes.
um,
What is it I can do for you?
The crew of the Sub Rosa seems to have been cut down to about half of what it should be. And I was thinking this might be an opportunity to send in more allies of your mother's. I know that they lost a priest, a doctor, a mind mage, and I'm not sure what else. Oh yeah, a witch, a paladin. And so
She's not even-
Admiral Renara is open or is looking to stay on the crew to refill those positions. It was my thought that you might want to send somebody from your temple or several somebodies to help fill those positions.
Currently, we only have a very small handful. However, and they are all busy. However, I can provide some new crew, but it might be better for it to come through another avenue. You say a paladin, a priestess, a mind mage, which I think those are very illegal and hard to come by within this Christian speed. I believe that I could probably send someone, whether or not they would be allowed on board, and they would have nothing to do with Gold Star's minions. So our
My understanding is that the ship is free from the workings of all of that. That somehow Renara has gotten out from underneath that grasp. That she does not answer to the Holy Ghost any longer.
then that would perhaps be beneficial for you to speak with her and tell her that you do have some people that could perhaps take the place of those that have been missing. I can think of one presently, and perhaps more if you give me a bit more time. Love to come on board myself, but I have other things to attend to. My ship is much faster, so. I tell you what. I have one now who's ready to board.
Like, well, so you
can speak. Not a paladin per se, or someone very useful. I might
ever.
Yes. They will show up at the airlock, I suppose. As long as you give me the okay, I will await your answer.
I'll be right back. She looks like around. She's eating, by the way, when she's collecting.
Okay.
Admiral?
Yes, dear.
I think that.
Is that okay? Can I call you dear?
Of course, dear. I think that we have a paladin that would like to be part of the crew. A Gold Star of Nocturna.
Really?
And Lady Sabra is going to see if she can find a few more crew members.
That would be wonderful.
Let me let her know.
Thank you, Lily.
You're welcome. They'll be arriving at the airlock momentarily.
Okay. Just gonna go to my office.
Okay.
She'll telepathy Sabra back. Renara would be thrilled to have the paladin and anyone else with Nocturna.
Very well. There are two willing to help at the airlock as we speak here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, dear.
She'll head down there.
Okay.
Actually, she'll just telepathy down there. Or
Okay.
telepathy. Fucking teleport.
Okay.
One of those things.
You teleport down
Talk,
there.
think, telepathy.
You see the lion standing there looking at you in full armor, and he kind of turns his head and smiles at you. Then behind him, you see this anti-paladin standing there. Black armor, glowing red eyes, black cloak at the beginning. He's about 5'6". He's like this short little dude, especially behind Lion, who
Yeah.
is reaching on 5 foot or 6'7" or so. He's huge. He's greetings, Lily. I have come by the call of the Cat Lord. It would seem that your vessel needs help.
Yes.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission.
He steps on. Behind him, this guy kind of hides behind Lion and just slinks in.
Hello
And-
there.
He keeps Lion between you and him when he comes in, and you say hello there, and he's kind of looking around with his head like this. And Tazar looks at you and looks at them. He's left. It's okay. I've not been notified of anything.
Yeah, Renara said that we could add a few crew members from
Very well.
they came on a recommendation from Lady Sabra.
Admiral? He says in his head to you.
Yeah.
It's okay, as Lily is telling me that this diplomat is telling me that these two are okay to come aboard.
Yeah, we're expecting a new crew.
Very well, Admiral.
She's gonna tell us these in. We have 2 crew members back. Well, not for now. We need to have Rosa run a psych evaluation on any new crew members who come aboard recently. We have her do that with everybody.
That's what the report says.
And then just watch them. And then when that doctor comes on board, make sure Rosa is watching
Already in
her.
the plan.
Thank you, Zed.
As that's happening, the airlock closes and the ship starts to leave. I know that she said that, but it takes a while, to undock and all that. You guys were almost ready to leave when this happened, but you undock and the airlock closes and start flying out of the space station Lux.
Do you remember the statue that Lady Sabra gave her of Nocturne? She's gonna, when she gets into her office, where she had set up that little altar to her on her desk.
When you come in, Zen is sitting in front of it looking at you. And you walk in and she looks up at you.
The smile. She goes sit down next to it. That's what I was about to do.
What is it?
It's not too.
Yes. I mean, what does that mean?
Oh, and I was actually gonna pray to her and see if I can get some answers. And she's like,
Oh, it's a goddess statue.
yeah, she's.
Is it?
My mom,
Is that sanctified?
Lady Sabra gave it to me, so I
Wait.
would assume so.
What did you just say?
I told you guys that she's my.
I must have missed them.
In other words, my father.
Well, I knew that.
Who's his consort?
Very well.
I think. I don't know. I could
So
be
you can
wrong.
pray to your so strange.
I know, right? I don't know. That's why I haven't done it. But
Go ahead. I was looking at it because when I walked in, it looked like it was moving. The way that it's carved, it looks like they're moving.
she'll look
Yes.
at it.
It doesn't. You don't see it.
She'll close her eyes, or actually, she'll lean forward. She'll pull out a stuff
Okay.
and light it,
All right.
and close her eyes and pray.
Okay. Go for civilize.
95.
What do you pray?
Just a seeking out type energy. Like she doesn't ask for anything or really saying. Do you understand? Just like a
Yeah, you feel no
seeking.
direct connection or anything like that. Lily, Lion looks at you like, where would you like me? Where am I supposed to be? And what are my duties here?
the admiral. And she'll look behind him. Hi.
His head's kind of behind you, turns and kind of looks at you. He nods.
Your name?
Wilmo.
Goma?
Gomal.
Goma. Nice to meet you, Goma.
Nice to meet you.
Let's go meet the Admiral.
Lion walks with you.
Should go to the teleport pad
Okay.
and where we're at.
Teleport up. Okay. You come into the main room.
Look around for a room.
You don't see her. You see the captain. The captain looks over at you and looks at the two behind you. Said, you see on the security cam what they look like.
Like Rosa. I'm sorry.
Telepathy then.
I'm coming. She'll get up. I'm done.
She'll get up and walk out.
Sorry, security is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. You're good. Go ahead.
Was it outside of the safety valve and the two crew members? Do we have open available accommodations that would suit them?
Sure, we could provide something for them easily since we have so many missing.
We also need to make accommodations for the new doctor when she comes in.
You mean separate from the med bay, like Carissa?
If she wants to be in there. Preferably if she wants to stay in there so we can,
We just thought it strange that Risa slept in there. Maybe we should.
whatever we can do to increase visibility on the new doctor.
Very well. Very well.
Any information that goes in and out of the med bay.
Then I'll suggest her stay in the med bay.
Thank you. Information that comes in and out of the med bay or anything she tries to access, please report to me.
Of course.
Thank you.
And the two new crewmen. I am familiar with the Lion. He is of the Lord of Cats, and often the Admiral requires a psyche valve and everyone brought on board, but the other individual I do not know. I can tell you that the Lion he has no persona other than the Lion. He is of law and neutrality, which is good. Kind of the right or left hand of the captain. I'm not sure which one, but he seems to have control over cats, which could be good in our situation, but it could be bad, as Renara is one. So that could be a security risk. So, Zin is as well.
And then following the other one that we don't know much about, just give me the best I can in and
He's mentioned his name of Gomal, but I do not know who that is, and there's nothing within my database that shows me any knowledge about him.
what if we just
He shows no symbols.
we could just compile interactions that he has on the ship.
Of course.
Give me your best estimate.
He seemed to be trying to evade the diplomat down at the cargo bay, hiding behind the line.
Only the diplomat.
He seems to be sneaky all the way around, hiding behind line. Everywhere he goes, including where I am watching him. He is quite aware that he's being recorded through the illusions.
Interesting. Thank you, Rosa.
You're welcome. If I find any more information, I won't notify you. You walk out in the main room. Zin will come with you. You see the Lion in this little 5'6" anti-paladin, black armored knight, red eyes under his helmet.
She'll smile.
Hi.
Greetings, Panther. It is so good to see you. How may I assist you aboard this ship?
Fucking love
That's not so.
Valkyrie looks over at you like,
Just smile. Just
I'm Captain Valkyrie. Very well. Nice to meet you as well, Captain Valkyrie.
she'll look at the other guy.
And I'm Renard.
Gomo.
Nice to meet you, Gomo.
She'll anything. She get anything. She's companion training, all that. She's gonna look him over.
All right, roll it.
What do you want me to roll this one under?
Intelligence.
Ooh, with my pluses, yes.
He's sneaky. There's no symbol on him. There's no marking on him. His weapons, as you look at them, they're jewel encrusted. He does seem to be an anti-paladin by the look of him, but you're not quite sure if he is or not. Very wealthy. When you look at his armor and his weapons, the jewel encrusted weapons, his cloak, his helmet, everything about it looks like they're ancient. Like they're old armor. Like, you know, it looks really old, not new by any means.
She sees hands.
They're gloved, and when you look at the gloves, they're roll again when you look at the gloves.
Yes.
You like when you look at them, you think these look like humans. That's what you think to yourself when you look at them.
Lily said that he was of Nocturna, right?
She did.
That's human fingers.
Very nice to meet you, Gomal. She'll just smile, just total
He
pan
nods
face.
at you.
You feel
He
me?
just,
She doesn't
yeah,
say
he just
anything.
nods at you. Admiral,
The lion.
what am I to do for you aboard this vessel?
Well, I guess I should fill you guys in on what we're about to do.
Shall we sit?
She'll go and sit in her chair.
He goes and sits down. Gomal goes and sits down as well. He doesn't sit with the lion. He sits on the opposite side of the table.
Okay, so here's the plan. We are fighting these beings that we on the ship are to be referred to as the enemy. Are you guys familiar with the beings that absorb and mutate genetic material?
Like, yes. The other guy doesn't.
On the ship, they're to be referred to as the enemy because we have protections in place around those words, so that we can speak about them freely without them knowing them. If you were to use their actual name, they would hear it. So our plan is to go to a ship that's just a couple of hours away, and we're going to try and commandeer it. It's one of their vessels, the only one that is separate from the rest of them. And we're hoping that there are bodies on board that belong to them.
Living bodies. If you need my assistance on this, I'm there.
They are very, very dangerous, and she'll look at it, but she'll make a point to make eye contact with both of them when she
Okay.
does that. They're very, very dangerous. If you touch their ship, them, anything that has to do with them, it will infect you, and we have no cure.
Yes, I have heard of them. I've heard that some of them, the flying ones, when they die, they explode and spread their contagion even on the vessel.
We almost lost a crew member because of it. And as I said before, we have no cure. The only thing we can really do is put you in stasis.
Well, that seems like something very important. We should be working on a cure.
Is that something you're good at?
No. But you should find someone, a priestess, something.
Well, we currently our doctor just was relocated, and so we are going to be picking a new one up on the way, but she has far more knowledge.
Do I haven't even two? So he's guy in black.
Sure. Rosa?
Yes, sir.
She'll actually telepathy. Do we?
Yes, sir. Risa does have some that met me. It's secured in the hidden location.
That's good to know. Goodness, Risa. No. Oh.
This is really
Sorry. Sorry. again? Oh, yes, Declare's material.
Buckery afoot. She's like, oh shit, people are writing notes.
Yeah. Oh god. Yes, ask Rose about the material.
This is Lily. She's making sure nobody gets got.
Are you good at that? She would say to me when he asks that.
You could say that.
Do you think you could craft a cure?
Possible.
When our doctor gets here, if you'd like to work with her, if that's something.
She's going to be a very good alchemy station here.
Diseases, poison, infection, specialties. Must be a happy to.
That would be wonderful. We've had several people try to work on this. No answers. Mind mages, priestesses, alchemists. Nobody can seem to figure it out. It's part of the reason why we have to. She'll look back at mine. That's part of the reason why we have to go retrieve these bodies. So, yeah.
Admiral,
Yes.
the vessel has hailed us.
Okay.
I believe our doctor is here.
I'll be down at the airlock in a second.
Very well.
She'll go over the teleport pad.
Seth should be done working out so he's going to meditate.
All right. You're notified by Sub Rosa that there's a vessel approaching and ready to dock. Admiral is going to the cargo.
I'll meet her down there.
All right, so two, you go down there. The vessel hooks up. It is a man of war, radiant ring vessel, and they connect. Airlock opens, and you see the little humble-looking doctor that you saw before, and she's like,
Doctor, that's her name.
Hello, doctor.
Stephanie, I think it was. Same as the other step. I'm pretty sure it was. But
that's her-
Dr. Fulbright or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it started with an H.
Yeah.
Or something weird.
She says, Admiral, thank you so much for getting me out of the place. She's wearing glasses. And she's like, I thought it was going to be hot there.
Do you have the research with you?
Always.
Fine.
Thank you. Behind her, you see two paladins, and you realize her hands are behind her back. And they step forward and unlock them. And you see she's unchained.
Shotaro said, nobody leaves the ship.
And she steps on board, rubbing her wrists. She's like, what can I do for you, Admiral? See her heal herself from the redness of the cuffs.
Yeah, questions.
Beautiful question.
That's a good question. She was asking if you work out, every day does that like let you rest or just give you experience? I was telling you that if you do it every day, you gain strength point for working out others. It's just like a passive way without magic.
It takes, it maxes out at 18. If you're over 18, it doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
But anything under 18, you can work out for 3 months and gain a strength point.
Yeah.
So,
do the paladins step off, or are they still standing there?
they're still standing there on the other side.
She'll smile. She'll say, thank you.
They turn. You see them close the airlock. They do not look happy. They don't look happy at all. But they close the airlock and disconnect.
Yeah.
They disconnect from the Sub Rosa and go back the way they came.
She'll walk up to her. How are you? Healthy? injured?
I'm just excited to get back to my research. I feel like this is the smartest thing any of you could have done.
You will be working on the ship with us.
Now I have all my research material. I have new genetic material.
So we need to talk about this. Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
We should start walking. We should say, listen.
And my assistant, I would love to have him.
Who's your assistant?
Well, he was the one that was on the lab with me, but was taken off before all of that happened.
What's his name?
Michael. He's pretty much a genius. And he knows how I work, and he knows what to do, and
so we can
and
talk,
he,
but you and I talk first.
very
So
well.
there's somebody here who seems to think that they can help you. I don't think here.
Okay. Someone else has been researching this?
Somebody that's very good with diseases, infections, and contagions and things like that.
From making their own to contorting existing.
You see a doubtful look on her face, and she's like, very well.
You seem the type that would turn around possible knowledge, would you?
Of course not.
There is a sense of morality with this, though. And she'll look her right in the eyes. And I want to state that the things that took place in that lab will not happen on the ship. Did I make myself clear?
Yes, yes.
Like, you see her get really serious for the first time. Like, she's like,
I had no choice.
I understand. I understand what happened.
I mean, as far as I was concerned, we were all dead. And as much research as I could have gotten done couldn't help the cause. I was
That's
the lucky.
what we're directly involved with now. It's our plan to take them out.
I see their faces every night.
Maybe you can help us get rid of them. I know that you're doubtful, but if you can work with this person and you guys can come up with a cure, that changes everything.
Of course, Adam, that is my only goal. My only goal is to try to combat this so that it doesn't happen to anyone else.
Well, let's go introduce you to this person. I'll show you your lab, and I will talk to my people about your system.
Let's not give GM ideas chat, please. Thank you.
I don't have the chat. So
Good. Give it off.
Oh my heavens, they did not.
Is that okay? And then she would say, there was a potion that was crafted in the lab that slows the progression
50%.
of it by 50%, but it's a cure.
Everybody's got
That's-
at least 3.
That's the
I
farthest.
had heard
we've
that Dr. Risa had been working with her. I look forward to working with her.
been. She's not. You're her replacement.
Is she okay?
She fell in love.
smile.
She. I'm sorry. I thought she was.
What?
My work is everything.
I understand.
I've heard great things about her, but to hear that she fell in love and left her work seems odd. I'm not one to judge, but this is my calling. And this is all I will do.
Let's head up there, and she'll continue up.
I'm
She'll
sure we
let
can work
it
out
be.
the research side.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, I'm sure we can work out the research side. She left.
You guys head back up. You get to the main room,
Mhm.
and she says, "Med bay."
She'll walk her in there.
Okay, you walk in there.
Mhm.
All right, show her where everything is. You're not sure where the genetic material is located.
She'll ask Rosa where it's at.
She tells you where the hidden location of the med bay, and you realize that it's programmed only for Reese to open it. But Rosa says she can access it and open it for you if you like.
I'm sorry, it's not.
She says
Did
that.
you go in with her?
Yeah.
She'll just let us see that.
She's looking around. You know, she's just looking at the med bay. She's going to different things.
She can approach you. wondering, like, did they need that to cure? But like,
We let her research first and see what she comes up with that. And then go from there.
okay, she's unstable.
She does not seem
Gomald walks in.
of the right mind.
Admiral,
Important case as well.
This is the doctor.
doctor. She's like, hi.
This is the individual I was speaking about.
Oh.
Anything you need, food or otherwise, just let us know, Doctor. It'll be brought to your quarters here in Medford.
I only eat once a day and I sleep 5 hours.
I didn't ask that, but anything that you need, just let us know.
Thank you. Chief. She looks at the right. Chief. Are you Chief of Security?
Yeah.
Ah, there. Nice to meet you, she says to me. Nods at her. Walks over and he starts looking at things.
Turn and walk out.
Okay.
Not saying anything.
Leave him in there.
Gross is watching them.
She'll say, would you want me to leave the genetic material?
Leave it locked up for now. Let's see what they come up with. Let's do some research first. We don't know this guy. I don't know if she's stable. It seems very. Makes me very nervous.
You're saying that wrong. Keep a close eye.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break right there, you guys.
Oh
Shout
my
out.
goodness.
Shout out to the new follower.
Casper.
Casper. SS Casper 999. It's a good number. Thanks for the follow, man. And we will see you guys here shortly. We're going to take, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. And we'll be back. SS and S. All right? There you go. See you in a bit.
Cheers, sir.
That's Sean.
we're back.
Where we are.
So
So,
Lily is going to telepathy. There's a lot of them.
just kidding. We're in the underground.
Zed and Ren. Gomo smells like undead. That might not necessarily mean anything. He was sent by Lady Sabra, but I had Razil kind of check everybody out for a familiarity, just in case anybody gets taken or replaced with somebody else. Like Razil would be able to tell from their smell, and from she inspected them, so she knows exactly what items they have, what they look like. All of that. And the only weird thing that she found was that this guy smells like undead.
What kind? What, like he's another vampire?
Don't know. I think all undead smell like undead.
Is he supposed to be undead?
No. But I thought that you both should know.
Yeah, that's.
Making intelligence check.
Me?
Yeah.
Woo! Back out of the month, I never remember.
Okay. Is Zed dead, or does he know?
Oh, very well.
Lion might know more about this guy. I mean, he came with Lion.
So, does anyone get contact with a lion asking for more information directly?
In the politics of cat kind, I have the right to ask questions, okay?
And you're currently his
Well, this is Lion, though. He's.
Was that going to be a concern?
I don't think so. He only did that once, and it was by order of Justinian.
So as you guys were talking, you were up in the dojo, and you're working out, and she comes up out of her meditation, and she says, "What happened to your wings?"
They got burned.
You can't be healed.
Not as far as I know. It was done by an artifact.
I believe druids can heal that. We should see if we can't look into that. Maybe Harris. I know she's gone right now, but
Harris is a druid.
well, she's a bard. She's a Magna alumni, so she has druidic capabilities. If she's not able to, then maybe she knows. Yeah, she's a druid, basically.
Come over and kneel in front of her.
What are you doing?
Just sitting down by you.
She sits down.
Oh, I thought she was still sitting because she will meditate.
Well, she was. She stood up and I'm sorry, I should have said that. She stood up and walked over to you and said that.
So he'll stay standing.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, I'm sweating.
It's all right.
But I'll just think.
You might need a bath.
Yeah, maybe.
So, should we get a hold of them and find out what's going on? Or
Probably.
need it, or
Probably. So I'm not in charge of security anymore. Here.
Thanks, man.
I kind of want to make sure I'm ready for this away mission before anything else.
okay.
How long does it take to learn that unseen sight thing?
It depends on each individual.
Yeah. I need to.
Well, I'm not sure if your echo trims are high enough to learn it or if you're incapable, but we can work here to see.
What?
Yes, your echo trims. They're in your blood. It's some people have the ability to work with the way of the one. And some people are natural, some people have it naturally, some people have to build it up and work on it. But everyone has a certain amount of echo trims within the body, bloodstream. And I believe my auntie can do it. She can check it, right? But we'd have to wait for her to get back to check it.
I have some way that most skills. Well, I think 6, maybe.
Okay. Well, we can check into it and see. Okay. We have the opportunity to get into it. We the time off. Start doing.
Time off? What's that?
Well, I know, but it'll take some time. Especially, that's a more advanced form of the way of the one. Usually, masters learn that. We can look into it. We can look into it. See. Yeah.
Someone learn that punch of yours. Man, it's amazing. Then again, I'm not a vampire.
Of course. All right. Well, I'm gonna go see what they're doing. You wanna
Me
go
too.
see? All right.
Yeah.
So she'll get up and start going that way. And
He'll grab his boots and his shirt.
okay. All right. She's like, "Are you gonna go bathe first, or are you just?"
Well, I'm in the shower on the way, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll meet you down there.
Okay.
Up there. Down there.
Up
Down
there.
Yeah. Yes.
That way.
We'll meet
She
you there.
leaves.
Just
All right. Back into this room. You're gonna go bathe and then come in.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in this room, Renard. You're standing right next to Lion.
Go sit down in that chair next to them. So, Ryan,
It's actually. Yes.
can you tell me? Go on.
Yes. What do you need to know about it?
Just tell me about it.
Everybody in the room.
What's the deal with that?
You believe he is an anti-paladin of Nocturna.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, go on. What else do you know about him?
he is a prince.
T.
Yes. Him and his brother. He has a twin
throw
brother.
a rock. Crab in his place.
His twin brother's name is Hobalar. Hobalar and Gomo Draken. The Shadow Lord. Vampire ruler within another crystalline sphere. They're the princes of that vampire lord, but they don't follow him. They have nothing to do with their father.
Interesting. So he's a vampire himself, then?
Who? I don't believe so.
No?
I don't think so. Him and his brother have no desire or want to be like their father. He is, well, to say it lightly, the Ancient One has nothing on the Shadow Lord.
Zeto's left with you. Then he's obviously listening. Is he undead or is he smell like undead because of something on him?
Somebody's rated Arrow Onion Belly. Is
Hey.
rating us before you pour.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the raid, guys.
Thank you.
That's our first one ever.
Yeah, first ever.
Our second stream. So yeah, thank you so much. Welcome. Hope you enjoy it. There's some links up so they can see what's going on. Awesome.
What's that mean?
What?
I said, what does that mean?
Oh, it means they're leaking our data. I think the little rocket means raid. Yeah, we are so new to this, you guys, but thank you for coming.
Thank you so
Great
much.
business.
We're still trying
We'll
to
go.
figure it all out.
Throw your stuff down so we can take a look at it and see what you guys do too. We'd love to come check you out as well. So back to it.
So you were, Zed was asking what?
Or not, just if he, you know, if it's something that he, yeah, if it's actually him, or obviously tell that you do it's actually him, if it's more of something he has on it, if he's in voices, it was his scent or something he had on his person.
Anything else you need to know?
His
Don't you think his smell is a little weird?
Yes, he stinks. Always have. Like several things. Yes, he smells like undead. I believe it's his cloak.
This is trying to figure out. It's hard to hear us talking.
Nice.
The smell's coming from his cloak?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Enables him to move through the shadows or some such things.
Well, thank you, Lion.
You're welcome out here.
So how far are we out from our destination?
We're getting very close at it.
Start getting. We should probably go down to the cargo bay and figure out how we're gonna do this. As usual, we probably won't be able to see on the inside of this ship until we connect the airlock.
Lion steps up.
She'll look up to Tazar and say, Tazar, can you have Pentiment get the suits ready? We're gonna be boarding in a cruising ship.
Yes, Admiral. I will have them waiting for you in the cargo bay. How many, Admiral? Fox stands up, smacks his tail around. He's like, "Hunt!"
Brett will look around and say, who wants to go?
Zeb will turn to Timmy and Mr. Doug. Make sure you take shift, rest, and get food when you need it. Don't just sit here long.
Okay.
Really, do you want to
Zed will step out. And
Okay. Zed comes out. Captain says, are you planning on going, Admiral?
Yes.
Very well. Shakes her head.
It's been a constant contention.
She was really upset about it. She's like,
It's been a constant.
your leadership bothers me.
Riddle asks if we do want to. You don't have to. This is completely on a volunteer basis.
The link's got automatic. Should you turn link on?
Oh. Hold on. I don't think so. I think I turned them on. If the links are working here, you can go drop them in our Discord. And we will give you a follow. There we go.
You dropped
Can you see it?
Can see what?
The link.
So he's talking about their links. We have Automod for links off, I believe. Remember?
That's right.
Meant to turn those on, but
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
yeah, go shoot them in our Discord. Go to our Discord and shoot them down, and we'll go take a look at what you guys do. So Lion steps up, Pox steps up. Rayla raises an eyebrow and kind of spreads her wings a little bit. She's like, if you would like, I'll go, but of course I'd rather stay here.
You can stay. 6 of us is plenty.
There, she sits back down. Lily, are you getting up?
I'll try to go look at those settings before our next stream.
Good.
Figure that out. Make sure that's all set up correctly. Like we said, we're new.
Admiral, is Belmont coming with us, or is he staying out with the Lisa?
He can see. She'll telepathy to Zardak and say six seats, please.
Very well.
As well as shit, what do they call the things that go around the neck that let you breathe in space?
Environmental protected helmet things.
Yes.
The environmental.
Call them Evos.
Yeah, the Evos. There you go.
Okay. Of course. All right.
The collar that Seth always wears.
So Seth's not with you.
Oh.
You guys come down to the cargo bay. Seth's taking a shower.
Oh.
You'll probably be done about it.
It's going to be done by now.
You're probably done by now.
You needed a long shower.
She's
Hey.
like, he said, like, what are you doing?
I'm coming. Where are you?
We're in the cargo bay getting ready to leave.
So that would be 7 suits if Lily's going. Lily, are you going?
Yes.
Okay.
So you had
Great. So 7 suits. All right. There's no need really. So put your tokens down there right now. There's really nothing going on. So, Raziel, you going to leave her on board? Okay. Admiral, we have the ship in sight, and you're in the cargo bay. Penitent is standing in there with suits.
Is there a screen in the cargo bay?
A what?
A screen?
Screen.
Like a view screen, like
Like
a
the
blue
monitors? Is there one in the cargo bay?
So Rosa, can you put a screen in the cargo bay?
She does.
She'll ask her to throw the ship up there.
She
You can see?
does. And you guys come close to it. You guys come up to it and you're checking it out. She says she doesn't see any activity. She believes there are 6 Necrothians on board this vessel, but they don't seem to be moving or active.
Gross. So, we need the ship as well, so let's talk about this.
As you come up closer to it, you can see the 6 Necrothians on the outside of the ship, and they're unconscious. They're just laying on top of their ship.
Well, that's
Convenient.
convenient. A little too convenient.
It's starting to feel like a trap, very much so.
Well, all the other Necrothian ships are gathered to the mothership. As all
Yes.
reason.
This is the only one that's not.
Okay, so
I can pilot it. I think we need that.
well, my concern is being on that ship for too long. We don't know how long with these suits we can stay. So maybe we should collect the Necrothians, put them in the tubes. Is it possible for us to pull that ship behind us? Like, is that a thing we can do?
Rosa, do you have a tether? We can connect this ship.
Of course.
Okay, so let's collect the Necrothians.
We have our nets that we can pull it in.
Oh, let's do that, but make it to where it's just kind of trailing behind the ship with the net, where it's not touching. But can we keep it at a distance? Is my question.
I would suggest connecting it to the sides of the vessel, Admiral, but we can put a protective barrier of nets between it and us. Like that.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll collect the Necrothian bodies, put them in the pods first.
Okay. So you,
Tell her to pull up next to the ship.
all right, she will come up and she won't dock with it, but she'll get close to it to where you can just step off onto it.
She'll telepathy the doctor and say, Doctor,
Yes, Admiral.
do you know how to work these pods that are down here?
I don't know.
Can you come take a look at them for me?
Of course. Of course.
She'll
I'll
say,
be right
I'm
there.
going to have the doctor come look at the pods because I want to make sure we're using these correctly. And these are different from any of the other ones I've seen up to this point. Unless you know how to use them, Zed.
And we'll go around to see if it.
There, yeah, you know how to use them.
Oh.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Well, that was okay. Well,
You
then
don't know what that extra box is that's on it, but you know.
I don't know what this is, but I can
Okay, well maybe she can help with that piece of it.
remind me of a self-sustaining unit or something. I'm not sure.
So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that the safest way to do this might be telekinesis, so that nobody's getting touched. What do you think?
That would be great. Who's gonna do that?
You.
Wrong person.
How the hell am I?
Oh, that's fucking Godwin. Damn it.
I can telekinesis about 2,000.
Well, it's just the bodies we need.
One
So.
at a time, you can do it.
I mean, I can stand there like this and do the thing that he did, but I'm not sure it'll help.
Yeah.
Cesar's like,
2,000.
Cesar's like, we should probably take the pods out, put them in it, and then bring the pod in.
Okay,
That way, there's no possible infection.
that's a good idea. Clean the inside of the pods before we bring them out. I can do that with the clean jeans.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I'm an illusionist. None of my spells are going to help with this situation. You guys are going to have to like band together.
I'm gonna lie, not having telekinesis does suck.
Lion's like, what would you like for me to do?
Once we get the enemy inside of the pods, we may need help lifting them. I don't know. We'll see.
You see him.
She looks over.
You see him reach out with his gauntlet and picks up one of the pods.
Oh, there we go.
Another one.
Perfect. Okay.
I don't care what it is.
So he moves it over to where the airlock is and sets it down so that you can close it and do it again.
Yep.
Lily, can you do it too?
Yes.
Okay. So Lily can help. So it's pretty much routine. With the help of those two and telekinesis, you can get all the bodies into these pods.
Clean jinx the outside of them.
Right, of course. So there's one ascendant, 4 necromags, and it looks like an overlord that's passed out in the center of all.
Shit.
And you know the overlords are the ones that are usually connected directly to the father or whoever that being is that's in the ship.
Okay.
That's heartwarming.
All right. I guess now we just need.
Arc Cry fans.
We just need to get.
That's what that one was like. Okay. Not in that fashion, no. It's not that father. He's not going to shove a Bible in your
Yeah,
mouth.
no.
No.
I mean, good.
He could.
Let's not. Let's just not go. Yeah.
I'm loud.
Plus mind
As long
control,
as we
all the
can
same.
Oh my God! No.
Moving on to the
Sir George not here.
Now we just need to connect the ship to the tether.
Okay, yeah, and you get that done, no problem. Sub Rosa can do that. Rosa can do that. After you get them all in the pods and everything, you can get them into the cargo bay. And yeah, so there's 6 of them. She starts connecting the ship, and as she's connecting the ship, it fires up.
Shit.
It starts to move, and she says, Admiral, should I let them go?
Uh-oh.
No.
So we need to get on and try to stop the ship.
I wonder if that's automatic or if there's somebody in there.
Can
you see inside the ship, Rosa?
Yes, Admiral, there's no one inside the ship.
There's no one inside. Then no, don't disconnect it.
Okay.
Can we power it down somehow?
I do not know, Admiral. And it starts to like move kind of sideways, and it's still attached to the webbing, and it's starting to move back and forth.
Let's see here. I don't have anything that could stop that. Ideas, guys?
Am I there
One of
yet?
us can get on the ship. We
Yeah,
can try to
you're
disable
down
it.
in the cargo bay.
We can try to shut it down.
Is everybody else suited up?
Put the suits on what we got there.
We need to be able to put that overlord back in that seat.
We don't want him waking up.
It's for your brain. For somebody's brain.
Come on. Okay.
If you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Man, I won the coin toss. It's up to you, but
However,
Which one of you wanted? I'll let you guys. Which one of you guys want to do it?
really feeling this again.
Play rock paper scissors.
What are you doing? Unshoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. There you go.
2 out of 3. Come
Rock,
on.
paper, scissors, shoot. There you go. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. There you go. Rock 3 times in a
All
row.
right. So it's going to be Seth.
Okay.
It's still kind of starting to move a little back and forth, but not real hard. She still has a hold of it.
This is so dangerous. Okay.
Wait. We're gonna let Seth be the overlord.
you want it?
Okay, you guys need to decide between yourselves who's going to do this and quickly. So, is the ship a living being? Kinda, yeah.
I have a spell that might amplifies it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Feel free, do it.
I don't.
Do it,
Well,
absolutely.
then you take it.
If we can avoid anybody having to get on that ship, I am 100% with you.
Bring out the mechanical hand.
Okay.
Cast stop life.
Okay.
That animation. You.
Okay.
Upon casting this stuff.
That was fucking smart.
Brilliant.
the magic user.
All right. Lily casts that spell onto the ship, and the ship stops moving. It goes dead and starts to just kind of float.
Frozen in time.
You are brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Lily.
Rosso, what's the duration of that?
Stop life is
Permanent.
until it's dispelled.
It's permanent.
Okay.
No saving throw either.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking. It's so.
There's magic resistance, but this thing doesn't have magic resistance. So she hooks it up next to the ship and straps it on, and you guys have it.
Go back to Lux, I suppose.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go heading back to Space Station
Fair.
Lux.
Yeah, she'll telepathy Elis and she'll say, hey,
Yeah.
we got the ship, we have 6 necrothian bodies in the pods, and we are on our way back.
Well, that was easy.
That's what I said.
Why did you say that?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll see you when you get here in port.
You
Okay.
mother. Don't say easy.
You know, yeah, I was. She's gonna say out loud. I think that we should make a rule on this ship, and that the term "that was easy" is not allowed to be spoken.
You're the only one that says it.
What's
You
your own
can
rule?
think it.
No, that's all banned.
So it's another couple hours to get back. Do you leave the bodies in the cargo bay? In the tubes? Okay.
He's going back to the dojo.
Okay. All right.
Zed's actually just kind of studying the pods to see if it. He's kind of looking over to see if it really triggers anything.
She'll stay down there.
So, looking over the pods, you remember being placed in one many years in the future, obviously. But you remember laying in it, but it doesn't trigger anything odd to you. However, the more you watch it, the more you realize that whatever that extra box is probably filtering out whatever's inside it.
So it's sees it as a filtration system.
It's like a filtration system, you think, of some sort. So if you guys don't do anything, it takes a couple hours to get back.
He will tell Ren that he's going back to the dojo. And Vela.
Okay. Vela is down in the main room.
Right.
When you guys come back into the dock, if there's nothing else that you wanted to do, the Sun Chaser's still there. It's sitting docked. The HC Valiant is still over off to the side as well. come into the dock.
She'll tell Elis that they're docking. And she'll also tell Stavros that we are not going on shore leave right now. I'll let you know as soon as we know what we're doing.
Very well, Admiral. You dock. What do you do?
Talk to Elis, tell him we're docking. That we've got the bodies. Just to let him know what's going on. I don't know that doing this body switch thing on the ship is a good idea. But is there a secure location we can do this?
Sub Rosa tells you she's connected with the tower and that she's gonna start removing the vessel, putting it off to the side. And they start doing that. Eva says, no, it should probably be done in a safe location to make sure everything goes fine. I would prefer it not be in the docking bay.
Yeah, I agree. We've got the ship here too. It's we got it tethered to Rosa.
Why don't we bring the bodies into the med lab,
Okay.
and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Bring the case with you.
Send some people to help us carry these.
Yes, of course. All right, so you guys dock. You would get an announcement that you're docking at Space Station Lux from Sub Rosa, and you go into the med bay.
Yeah.
They unload everything. They unload the ship, set it off to the side. And you guys go into security headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Admiral Nova's in there, and she nods at you guys when you come in. You step through and go over to...
Seth will go with them.
You're going to go with him this time?
Yeah. He was supposed to be part of this.
You're not too busy.
No.
You get up.
They put the ship over here. And you guys go into the med bay with the bodies. They took the bodies in there. Elis is in there when you get in there, and he's like, good job. All right, now the test to see whether or not you can move into one of these bodies and operate it successfully. We have never had a overload, so we don't know what that entails.
Okay.
The necromags, there's been no problems.
I guess it's time to give it a shot, Admiral.
The Ascendant, we have not captured either. It's just been necromags up to this. There's 4 of them. So,
Shall we start with the Overlord?
We can do it all at the same time if this makes you pain. So she wants to figure out how to use this. Is Zed the second Zed there?
Yeah.
So she'll set down the case and open it up. And
To
she's
show you how
going to
to
look
use
at
it.
it all and ask him questions.
And Zed will walk. That Zed. The Zed.
The Zed.
will watch.
We'll walk up
Fucking
there.
clone.
Okay.
Seth is listening.
Okay.
There you go.
Shush. Put you in
So-
timeout.
So you guys can start. He'll suggest to start one at a time.
Okay. Now, we need to figure out who's going to go into what bodies.
The Overlord's the pilot. No.
Edith will say, so whoever is in the Overlord, that is the individual that is connected to the higher consciousness. What has been called the Father or whatever it is. We need somebody that has mental protections to be able to do that.
So my mental protections are from items. I don't know if those... I have my natural abilities, but I don't know if it's in my brain. How that works.
None of you are mind mages, so
I've never asked, do those natural abilities, have any of you ever tried to look at my mind in that way? Do they deflect that? She'll look around at them all.
Edith is like, you are completely non-detected with your calico abilities. So I wouldn't consider that.
Will
As
those
well
abilities
as-
transfer?
Seth. I do not know if
With
it
my
transfers.
consciousness.
I don't know.
We should
You're
attach
cat
the
kind.
ground.
You're not. If you move into the Necrothians, you may not be cat kind.
So then again, Admiral, I suspect that moving into the Necrothians, they'll have control over the living ship and function as an extension of your body and do what you want it to, regardless of being able to space it.
Does anybody have mental protections on themselves that are not from items? That are just from your brain? Because that needs to be the person who's connected to the higher consciousness, right? No?
Yeah. And no, I do not.
Most likely, Ela says that you're all. That's a situation where we're not quite sure what's going to happen. Even if you transfer an item, maybe you won't be able to connect with the consciousness of the ship to use it. If the item's blocking you,
I see what you're saying.
Double-edged sword.
perhaps we should attempt to do it here within the med lab in a secure location into this overlord and see what happens from there.
Okay, we can do that.
I can call in some security detail as well as a cleric that will be on hand.
Okay.
I do have an idea.
What?
He'll reach inside of a bag and he pulls out a ring. He's like, whoever's going to try it should win. It will enable me to put you to sleep instantly if you're wearing it.
That's good. Put it on the body that the Overlord's going to go
Correct.
into.
Correct.
Okay.
No, put it on the overlord.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Now, the body that the overlord's going to go to will need to put in one of the pods to make sure that it's secured and kept asleep.
Okay.
So you'll need, whoever it is will need to get into that pod while we connect it up.
You can do it if you want to.
Cool, Admiral.
So you go over to one of the pods, they bring the overlord pod in, some security detail comes in, some engineers. You see a priestess of Gold Star walk in. She has ranking of lieutenant. And she comes in and smiles at you all and says, "Greetings. My name is Trish.
Nice to meet you, Trish.
Blessings of Gold Star to you." And Eda says, "I've already filled her in. She's ready to go." And he will go over and put the ring on the overlord. They'll open it up, open the pot up. He'll put it on the overlord's finger, and then he will start to connect the things to the overlord coming outside the pod. There's a small door on the side of it where they can come out and then be sealed again. And he does that, and then he does it into the other pod, and then the other Zed says, "Welcome back."
Thanks.
Points at the pod.
You like climbing into these things?
Yeah, I hate them.
That's fair. Like, climbs it, lays back into it.
They hook him up and everything, do the whole thing, and then invoke it. You don't wake up. Zed does not wake up. When they transfer, he stays asleep. He does not wake up. You go into the Necrothian overlord's body, and you hear whispers, like just they seem very distant. You can't make them out, but you hear whispers in your head. Your body is incredibly strong. You realize you could rip the hell out of this thing easily. You're much stronger in this form than your normal form. And You feel like you could learn a lot more than you know pretty easily right now. Like the brain, but you feel like,
my
this,
brain's a lot bigger right now.
yeah, this thing is superior in thought process to Zed. Kind of freaks you out a little bit.
Yeah, like it's scary being super smart all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you're technically you're not. You don't have any knowledge other than what you have, but yeah, the capacity for knowledge is much greater.
It comes with a hunger for it, don't you?
Edith's telepathies to you. When he telepathies to you, you feel the telepathy coming from him before it actually gets to you, and you realize you can not accept it with your brain, or you can accept it. It's up to you.
He accepts it.
Okay. You okay?
Yes, I had to accept your telepathy.
You try telepathy back to him? You telepathy back to him. When you do, you realize there's some kind of protection on him that you can't telepathy. It doesn't go to him. You realize you can't get to him. But then you realize there's a portion in your brain that can access it anyway, aggressively. Do you try to do it?
He doesn't try to force it. He just kind of.
All right.
Do I have tentacles or hands?
You have hands. You
just
you
kinda
have claws.
Tries to make a thumb up gently with like moving slowly.
Right. Obviously, he's not telepathying, but maybe this being doesn't have the ability to do so. You all right?
He does like the slow thumb up.
Another thumb up.
Can you speak?
Tries to. I do not know.
So, yeah, you can speak. He's, I do not know. This is what you look like currently.
Goodness, you're terrifying.
This is a very strange experience.
You feel a connection to this suit you're wearing, and you realize you have soul storing devices all over it. Probably close to 75 soul storing devices on this outfit.
All right.
They're all empty right now.
I feel like I could have invaded your mind, Ulysses, if I chose to, but I refrained. It's hard to explain. I could have rejected your telepathy. I am literally covered in what I assume are soul stones, but they're empty.
How do you feel?
Disgusting.
Your eyesight, you didn't realize it at first, but now you realize that when people are talking out loud, that you actually can see the waves in the air of them talking. And when they move, you look at them and you see the energy coming off their body as they move. The air moving.
It's like I can see the vibrations of energy, movement, and speech far beyond anything anyone I'm sure has ever understood.
Those are mind mage powers.
Well, then apparently I just gross embodied mind mage at this point.
Gosh, please be careful. She kind of leans back a little bit. She's like,
I feel like
please be
I
careful.
can still make the choice to.
Untrained mind mages are incredibly dangerous.
And highly illegal. Ulysses smiles.
Are you gonna arrest me now, Ulysses?
No. Soul storing device. I wonder what those do.
I assume soul stores first. Jesus, sorry. Store souls. Steal souls, rather. I don't know if they further power the suit, or if they're just for storage on kills.
When you think that, you realize you have connection to the suit merely through thought, and that you feel like that if there were souls in those, you could use them for some sort of energy. You're not quite sure because they're empty, but it's like it's connected to you. It's part of you. And as you move around, you realize that your sinew and your muscles and your skin and everything is actually morphed into the suit that you're wearing. It's all part of you in a way, even though it's separate from you. If it was ripped off of you, it'd be like ripping skin off.
I feel as if they become one with their suits, and the souls give them more power.
As you're talking, you also realize that there's something in your throat, like a separate vocal box that's underneath the one that you're using now. And the one you're using now, as he's talking, is more. You can hear him. When you how you do that, you feel the lower box tighten up, and you guys see the side of the pod that he's in, the plating dent when he does it.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Damn.
whoa.
You know, something like, ooh, easy.
Easy.
You see a light flicker inside.
My bad.
Easy.
Apparently there's
What was that?
some sort of second lyrics that can emit power of some sort. I don't know if it's
Like
energy, air.
sound magic?
That would be my assumption.
He just raises an eyebrow. Fuck.
Great, I'm a mind mage that can use sound magic. I feel like information comes so fast and easy, it's hard to describe.
I wonder if you can cast spells. This is interesting indeed, but I'm afraid
Ren's gonna look over at Zed's body. How does Zed's body look?
unconscious.
No change,
No
no
change.
nothing.
Nothing. When you do, you see the other Zed watching it. He looks at you. Oh. Now that happened and lights flicker and there was like kind of electricity, you can smell the electricity in the air, and you realize you're smelling it from a different nose than the front one. You're smelling it from the back nose. Like you have more than
I have
one
two
nose.
throats and two noses.
You also feel like as you're thinking about it and you start thinking about your noses and your eyes and stuff, you realize that your brain, that there's something attached to your brain underneath your skull and underneath the horns. Like you feel like there's something you can access up there.
So he'll relay that. I feel like there's something, how do I say this, accessible on my brain.
I would be careful.
I'm trying to be.
That might be what we were talking about, your connection to that
Well, he is in a secure location currently.
greater being.
You can disconnect him if need be to at any moment.
Do you want me to try and access it?
He looks over at the cleric and he's like, "We need an answer to that question." She's like, "I'm not listening."
I said, you still have you aren't the one in there?
No. What is the
It makes you
question?
feel better. Your body smelled better.
I'm sure. I took a shower.
She says, "What is the question?"
Should I touch the button on my head?
Should he access the other part of his brain?
She kind of
I
frowns a
don't
little
know.
bit. She's like, "Would it be harmful for him to act? Harmful to any of us or himself if he acts this way?"
There you go.
It seems the answer is that it will be okay for him to do such a thing.
There's your answer.
All right. So he tries to access. I feel like he has to like reach up and touch it, or
No,
access
it
it.
just feels like you can just think it and do it.
He does.
Shit.
Whatever it is, you realize it gives you power over beings like yourself. When you access it, you realize you could command or control beings like yourself. And there are multiple of them, different types of beings, different types of connections in some sort of command structure. And as you're doing it, you realize there's one in the center attached to your head that controls you. That something else can control you from that point in your brain, but it's not connected to you right now. So
I believe it is the control module to control the other enemies, lesser enemies. I believe there is one that could control this body from wherever center.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if that could be disabled. It's not active now.
I wonder if there is a way to disable that once we're not in a secure location anymore. Because if that's the case, that defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. Like, if we get on that ship and they just take control of us.
So if it's something
That's
more
not gonna
powerful
work.
than this, Admiral, we are.
Well, that's my theory, is that there's one in the mothership that's giving orders to
you hear
all of them.
whispers again.
And there's whispers.
Seth pulls a dagger and says, "Hold very still."
Whispers.
There's,
Laughs.
they're so distant. I can't make them out.
Lots of it.
But there's so many.
Seems like that if perhaps he's out of this location, it could be harmful to him. You are wearing the ring, he says. And you look down on your finger and you have a ring on. It's like, so I could knock you out at any moment. We need to know if you can move outside of this structure in this body without being taken over. Also need to know if you can man that ship and use it.
And a whole nother thing is, I guess we don't really need to go on their ship to do it, right?
He disconnects the cords from you and your body. And he opens the pod.
He
opens it up.
sits up and
So
slowly
you're like 9.5 feet tall. When you stand up, you realize you can fucking jump high. Like, you're thinking 60 to 90 feet probably in the air.
How close is the ceiling?
Like 13 feet.
I could absolutely tear through this entire structure. Not that I will, of course. But the sheer power.
Your head feels strong, and you realize that you can almost completely turn it all the way looking
With that, he's obviously trying to look around, not thinking about it.
You've got muscles, and you like look behind you without using your body. It doesn't go any farther than behind you. Like it'll go
That'll probably look more gross.
180 degrees, but you can't keep going around. You smell something that invokes one of your, we'll call it what you call the command module. You smell something that you could control, something connected to that, and it's behind a door behind you. Like you turn around and you realize.
Next to it.
Yeah?
What is behind that door?
Yeah, this is like these. That's where the rest of the pods are that we just brought in.
I could take them all over.
Well, that is a test if you can wake them up. He'll walk over and with the engineers and security to have one of the pods brought in, and when the door opens and they bring the pod in and they open it up, you realize yes, you can take control of this thing. But you realize you don't have the energy to do so. Like the command module allows you to do it, but you don't have the energy to do it. Like there's something missing.
Admiral, I think. Souls.
What?
The energy to control the use of the suit and to power it. There's a reason that there's 70 plus soul chambers on it. They exert control using souls as an energy source.
He just looks around the room and he's like, I don't think any of us are opposed to using an evil soul, are we?
She has like a look of shock on her face.
He reaches
She's
in and
like,
he pulls out a soul story.
We're gonna sacrifice the soul of another being for this?
I'm
Really?
that being is an evil being, and they're not human. So,
Is that against her alignment?
what's her line?
Neutral good?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's like, I can't be a part of that.
We need to know, does it sacrifice it? We don't even know if it's sacrificed.
They are empty.
Seth will go over, put his hands over Rin's eyes.
It's not. She's right.
Is it in order?
No. We can discuss that at a bit later date.
I cannot control them without the energy. I don't know if I can even control the ship.
I wonder if there's another way we could power that suit without this. Like with some type of energy. Like, what about like divinity stones or something like that? Could those power it? Or arcane stones?
They don't consider it, perhaps I don't know.
They're a form of energy, right?
They
it
are.
requires energy.
I think it would require an arcane engineer to answer that question. I don't know.
Chad wants to know if it's for science, does it really affect your morality?
It does.
It's neutral good for sure.
Sorry, Chad.
For sure.
I tried so hard to keep this character neutral good, and I've done really, really well, you guys.
And this will remind you, this being is evil. This being, if this being had a body, it would kill us. You still are, but it's not right.
It's not right.
That soul still
So-
deserves to go to its life.
It does, wherever.
And you're chaotic good, right?
Yeah.
So,
Can't.
so that's up to you as chaotic good. That's up to you. You know, if that's the decision you think. So, like, you know, robbing from the rich, giving to the poor is okay. I mean,
Running from the evil and giving to the suit.
yeah, I don't know. That's up to you. I'm not saying that you would get any kind of alignment warning. You would.
For sure. Yeah. So maybe we can try to look at it from a different perspective. Like maybe there's another way to power that suit. Maybe it doesn't have to be souls. It just needs energy, right?
Yeah, like a divinity
Like
stone.
the energy that comes from souls.
Yeah, this is maybe. So
You know what?
maybe you could go and get some divinity stones, and you can go and talk to Admiral Nova and see if there are any arcane engineers that can come and take a look at the suit.
I might be able to
I don't
trick
think
the
this is
suit.
an outlet works.
I might be able to trick the suit.
Oh,
I might be able to cast an illusion of soul story devices. Just a thought.
you mean put a fake illusionary soul in it?
Would that be energy? Like, would this illusion energy give me energy to power the suit?
It might be. It's an idea. We could try it.
Whatever makes you sleep better, that one.
For sure. So let's see here. Okay. Let me look at my spells.
Seth actually has a divinity stone. He's got one in Target,
Okay,
and he doesn't use that for his telepathy. So
so you pull it out and
yeah,
all right.
see if that'll work.
Put it up to one of the.
Tink, tink, tink.
Try to think of a way to activate the suit if he can
You're
pull
like
energy from it, or
tink.
Right?
Does it seem to absorb it or do anything with it?
does he feel like while it's in his hand that the stones want to take the energy from the soul?
Not you mean from the divinity stone?
No, from the soul in his hand. Like, does it feel like they? Like,
Yes. When you think about it, you realize yes, it will fill one of those slots if you did that, for sure.
and is vacuum?
I don't care.
I mean, does it not have DNA on it?
As you're touching it, you realize now that this won't work for you. This divinity stone, you have no telepathy while holding it. You can't use it as a divinity stone. It's not connected to you at all. It just feels like a stone to you.
And then, to be honest, at this point, this is just a rock.
Yeah, it's just a rock.
He'll put it back in his.
So
Our chat's got some opinions about this moral argument. Guys, if she the thing is if Ren loses her neutral, if she loses her neutral goodness, she loses her calico.
so they should read the
I love.
neutral good in the DMG or GMJ or neutral good in the players.
I love the level 3 diagnostic.
That
was
That was hilarious.
He's like,
Super
I'm-
funny.
The suit wants
I
this.
wonder if we can. Arrow Onion Belly said, "I wonder if we can inverse the polarity and run the level 3 diagnostic."
right.
Elis will ask the two of you to take care of it. If this doesn't work, I would like for you to go and get some arcane engineers or Lily to figure out a way to get some energy. Make an intelligence check.
Ooh,
She
electricity.
needs to miss this check.
Of all the fucking checks,
She
man.
needs to miss.
Roll it on the plastic. Go ahead. Roll it on the plastic.
No hard surface this time.
Oh, that was the wrong dice. I'm sorry.
Missed. Look at it. You saw it. Everybody saw it.
So excited.
It's gone.
There we go. They went all the way to the
Don't make me laugh while I have an ice cube in my throat.
There's your right. I don't know what for.
Yeah, Ren's 20's gone. Hold on. I have
That's a miss. You drop it off the table.
I did.
It's a miss, GM. Come on.
Here we go. I got this one.
Yep.
Critical double.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
If this
Shit.
doesn't work, he feels like you should go and talk to Admiral Nova and get some arcane engineers in here. Go ahead and make your roll too.
For what?
When he says that he would like for you to try to figure out a way to maybe transfer some energy into it and go out with her and talk to some arcane engineers, since you're a spellcaster.
Do us a
Red will say,
favor.
yeah,
Would you do us a favor?
Lily and I could take care of that. She made it.
All right, you're quite aware he's manipulating to get you to leave the room. She's not, though. You realize she's not. Now, being chaotic good, like I said, you disagree with this, that's fine, but you're not going to change alignment if it's done. Even if you had your hand in it, it's not going to.
I can't believe she missed that. She's really smart.
She is really
It's
smart.
crazy.
So,
it's Elis.
and Elis just looks at you when he realizes that you know, and he's like, it could be very helpful. So, all right, you go ahead and try this illusion thing. Let's see. Are you ready to try something?
Yeah. So she will take a Enigma Stone,
I'm fucking gross right now.
and she
That
will
is
cast Illusion 2 on it, and try to have the illusion be that it's a soul sword in
All right,
place with this
read
whole.
illusion 2 to me.
So it's audio and visual. It can cause damage, but you told me it doesn't have to, right? That I can choose to
Read the spell,
Okay.
because I don't think that's a high enough level illusion.
The spell enables the illusionist to create a visual and audio illusion in the area of effect. This illusion can be anything the caster can imagine, from a giant snake. Anyone in the area of effect attempts to disbelieve the illusion can save versus my will, and it will no longer be seen by them nor have any effect on them. It does not take the illusion away from others. However, if the save is missed, the illusion will be real to the victim.
Okay, and read at the beginning again, the first line.
The spell enables the illusionist to create visual and audio illusions
Yeah,
in the area
so
of effect. So would
it
that
doesn't
one not work? Okay, hold on.
You're pretty sure. Make an intelligence check again to see if
I
you
need
think,
my
because it's not energy based. It's
Yes.
not it. Okay.
a crit.
All right. Do you realize that spell's not powerful enough to do it?
Okay, let's see.
So, what if I use my energy bow and shoot you with it?
Yes, goes. It would hurt.
Yeah. I mean,
Can I try it?
So yeah, up to the highest one she can cast will work.
I don't know if
It's
there's
just-
I don't know if there's an auto defense.
So it won't work.
So you think it's a good idea to get an arcane engineer involved?
She'll say, we can get an arcane engineer. Come on, William. Okay.
He'll ask for the soul back
Sure.
while they're still there. He'll take the soul back. You see him take the soul back from him as you walk out. You go into the next room where
I can't believe she missed it.
Admiral Nova is. He hands it back to you, and he says,
Puts it up to the suit.
And
it
Seth,
sucks into the soul storing device on the suit, whichever one you put it on.
and Seth's looking at the wall.
The stone goes dead. Now you realize you can access whatever it is to try to control one of these unconscious beings. You don't know if that's going to wake them up or what, but
I'd like me to attempt.
you know,
Control. I don't know if it'll respond.
do a necromag.
Yeah.
Or actually do the ascendant.
Dice.
Do the ascendant, which is
That's-
the other. It's this one right here.
I can't keep up my own big head. The big gross head, man. You gotta make it pretty big.
That's the one I wanted to try.
Oh, come on. It's way fucking less gross. So pretty gross, though.
You're the one meant to be the Lord.
I mean, it sounded cool.
That's the one I wanted to try. I'm better looking than
All right,
you.
cool.
Necrom, right?
No, that's an ascendant.
That's an ascendant.
Yeah.
I try to assume control. Assuming control.
When you look at this body, it's got one clawed foot and one normal looking foot.
Right.
And one hand that looks more animalistic than the other. Its eyes are not glowing. It's just completely dead looking. You're going to try to take control of it.
Yep.
The soul within your soul storing device on this armor invokes, and something in your head gets warm, and you see this being's eyes open up and kind of glow like a red color. And it turns and looks at you. You feel like you have a telepathic connection with this thing, and you can command it without speech and cause it to do anything that you would like for it to do. And it's about 6 foot tall, a little bit larger, 6'2", something like that. And it's in the pod.
We just kind of see us not have full control.
Fucking terrifying. It's so terrifying. It's so fucking scary. Goodness.
Should I can feel a test strip me to put it back to sleep.
I want to know why they were asleep to begin with. Can you put it to sleep?
Right. It does tries to
Tells it to go to sleep, or okay.
hibernate, whatever.
All right. You do so, and its eyes stop glowing again, and goes. You feel the soul light back up into your chest armor, and it goes limp.
I believe we use the souls to control them because the soul came back.
He says it also has soul storing devices, what appear to be soul storing devices on its armor as well. Several of them. Not as many as what are on you.
But they're all out.
They're empty.
I think that's why there's
So they're all asleep because they had no souls.
there's no energy. That's what
Well,
they use to assimilate
That's
others.
useful. We can make them go to sleep by stealing in the souls that are within the armor placed on them.
They're literally powered by souls. The control over this one, control over that one would all be
Stop there. You guys go in the other room. Admiral Nova's in there. She looks at
She'll walk up to me. We need to get together a group of arcane engineers.
yeah, we do totally. We didn't find anything out.
what for?
We're trying to find out if we can have them craft something with the enemy to where their armor doesn't need to use soul storing devices, rather some different type of energy power.
So as a subcontractor, you're requesting access to arcane engineers of Gold Star's military. That's what you're asking?
Yes.
I would have to take it before the council and see if that's okay.
Okay.
We should meet tomorrow around noon.
Okay.
fucking red tape.
Smiles at you.
Smile at her. Bullshit.
I have rules.
Bureaucracy.
I understand.
I mean, I realize your rules are different than ours now, but yes, we have to go do a chain of command, unfortunately. Now, of course, if Edith was to request this, and it might be different.
It was his request. He asked me to come out here and request it.
Fortunately, you're not in the chain of command. I'll need to hear that directly from him.
Thank you.
You want me to contact him?
Okay.
One moment.
She's such a fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. That's right there is why Ren removed herself from all of it and doesn't like dealing with her.
There's the
That
fact that she's
energy.
just, yes, I'm sure we can get the team to come take a look at this.
Okay.
They should be here shortly.
Okay. Thank you. And we're
The 24 hours would have given us short.
Edith says to you, he says, can you put the soul back into this?
Tries to check the soul.
It does. It goes into the soul storing device. When it does, you had not realized it, but your armor somehow powered up. You feel it like get weaker than it was when you do that. He takes it back from you. You guys come walking in. They look at you.
I noticed by his body language.
Roll an intelligence check and see if you see something odd.
Yes. Yes.
You notice the other pod's open now. It wasn't open before. Elis notices that and he says, as you can see, their armor also has soul storing devices placed within the armor itself. So it seems that they're completely run by souls.
I'd say Zed face wouldn't hide it very well, but it's not Zed's face clearly, so I don't know what
Clearly,
it's
it's some creature looking at you.
He's sitting there like this with the jaw.
So we've learned a lot at this point. Now we need to find out whether or not you can control that vessel, which means we would have to allow him to come out of this secure location.
He has the ring on, so.
He does. Want to try that?
Let's go.
You're not just gonna go walking through bucks with him.
No, we're going to go out the med bay and through security headquarters and then, well, yeah.
I think I might stand out.
You already.
Would you like me to open a portal over to the docks?
Let me clear the docks first.
It's like nobody's gonna shoot at me.
They would. Hold on. Just a few moments later, he's like, all right. The docks are clear. It takes about 10 minutes or so. He says, the docks are clear. Let's give this thing a go. Can you put a portal down to the second level down there where the ship is docked?
She will.
This is gonna be fine.
Use your cubic gate?
Yeah.
Okay. She opens a portal. Elis looks at you and he's like, I'm going to go first, okay? So he steps through it.
Yeah, I could say it is the security officer. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Chat's like, where's security at?
Sit this security, man.
All right. So you go through the portal?
Yep.
All right. As soon as you go through the portal, you hear the whispers, and they're loud.
Not whispers anymore.
And they're whispers, but they're loud. Like it's. You're like, oh. You go to cover your ears, and you realize it's not coming through ears. You don't have ears.
Shit.
You're like, it's coming from my brain. It's coming.
The whispers are much stronger than this.
The ship's in front of you, and you know that you can invoke it to open a door that's in front of you. Feel like a connection to a doorway that's in front of you. but they're loud.
So is it debilitating, or is it like?
It's like it's in a foreign language. You don't understand it, so you're not sure what it's saying. But it's a lot of them. You couldn't even come up with the number of whispers that are coming to your head, and it's creepy. It's absolutely creepy. It makes your skin crawl.
Well, if I still had my skin.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you do?
I mean, he'll
Edith is looking at you.
He'll try to open the door to see if he can still just kind of
It opens.
ignore it.
He's like, "You good?"
Yeah, I think so. It's just trying to ignore them.
When he says you're good, it's like his voice is almost lost in the whispers, but you can hear him, but it's almost lost.
I don't think I should be out here very long.
Let's see if you can control the ship. And he looks down into it, and you can see the growing and moving eyeballs that were in the other places, the other locations, blinking and looking at you. And it sounds like the whispers that are coming to you from this ship are closer than whatever those other ones are. But you basically hear from these that you're welcome.
I could enter the ship. It does welcome me. I don't know if I have to enter it to take further control than just opening the door.
He looks at the floor and stuff. He's like, I don't know if I can enter that, and I don't want you to go in by yourself.
Ren still got the portal open. She didn't close it.
You can see what's going on.
Yeah.
They're standing there at the doorway.
Leave it open to come back through when they get to.
Seth did step through. He's got a bow in his hand.
Okay.
Just watching.
All right.
So we'll get to test this life and death thing.
Elis takes up off the ground a little bit with flight, floats into it a little bit, like it's pretty big because you're big to get into it. But he's still kind of like this, looking at the ceiling and the walls and floor. There is a seat in the center, and there are 4 other seats on the outside.
Can he try to like move the growth to see if it will move from the floor, like if it will part way, or?
Yeah, it's completely connected to you. When you do that, it just comes apart. When it does, the floor underneath it comes apart, and there's a hole into the docking bay into space. Like the ship is made from nothing but that.
Ew!
Puts it back together. Okay.
Ew!
Well, that's not good.
He's floating there. He's like, all right, come in. And it's like, there's a seat there, and it's facing the opposite direction that the ship that they assumed the ship would go. Okay.
He takes the seat.
All right. You sit down. When you sit down, it connects to you, and it turns around and faces the other way. And in front of you, the wall itself becomes like glass, and you can see through it into space. You realize that there's multiple commands on different directions, speed, weapons. You realize that there's a main weapon on the front of it. You remember when you encountered them before that there was a green like gemstone that was located on the front of the ship, that massive one that you thought was some sort of weapon, but you guys never figured out what it was exactly. You realize this one has it too, but it's internal on this front part of the ship. It's located inside of it, right in this area. Okay. Yeah, like right in here. You also realize that this thing has 8 legs that you can manipulate from sitting in the seat that will move out like a spider, and that this thing can actually walk on the ground.
Come on, man.
It can
Just fucking get away from
It
this.
can actually walk on the ground like a spider.
He'll try to just do like minor movements on like
Yeah,
the legs and the ship.
You guys see it, Seth. You see these legs come out. When he does so, there's crystals on the back of the ship that light up. And the ship kind of, you take control of it. It basically starts to levitate independently. You realize that the ship has souls in it, located in various locations that probably power the ship and the weapons that are on it. You realize that you're connected to them and you can draw them to your armor at any moment.
This entire ship is run by souls as well, and I can take them.
You hear a strong whisper in her speech in your head. And
Something's angry.
you're not sure what it is, but it's something angry.
That was more than a whisper this time. Listen, it's not happy. I just don't know the language. I don't know if that helps me. I guess it says I suck something. Maybe it's good that I don't know the language. Maybe that's saving me. I don't know. But I can control this shit.
Fuck. He looks out the doorway and looks at the portal. He's like, can any of you give him the ability to understand languages?
I mean, he'll try to like repeat the sound to,
You, in your mind?
or out loud to.
Oh, out loud to Elis? Okay. What's your wisdom? Make a wisdom check half. Or intelligence, sorry. Make an intelligence check half.
I don't know. Shit. Sorry, I was on the.
Doesn't he have a different intelligence in his body?
Lily has something.
He,
I just
he
have
does,
to
but he
find it.
doesn't.
Does what it does.
Okay.
He has more capacity to learn, but
Got
good.
you. Got you.
Barely.
you make it? Okay, he repeats something in it, and they don't know this, but you know it. It sounds exactly like what you just heard. Whatever you repeated out loud.
Wait, who?
You repeated what
Oh, I
was
repeated
in
it.
your
Okay,
head.
gotcha.
And I'm saying you tried to repeat it exactly.
You did it.
Okay, I
did
did.
it.
That's what I was making sure.
Good job.
I wasn't sure if they
Lily
like it
has
was repeated to me.
listening.
Okay. So when he says that, you hear return.
Return.
What are you saying that? Oh, you say that.
All of those words mean return.
Can't follow the command if I don't know what the hell it's saying.
You should get. Yeah. You should. Do you understand how it all works now? Try.
I mean, he kind of tries to just see.
You realize
You
that
get
the
it?
soul that's supposed to be attached to your armor is not working. So whatever is happening isn't working, but it's almost like it's trying to take you over, but it can't.
It's trying to assimilate me, but it can't because it's, I don't know, it's not powered. The connection to the big connection is not there.
Probably because of the lack of souls.
I'm sitting on a well of souls. This entire ship is
You
so
should-
We know you can command it. Let's get back inside, Eva says. Let's disconnect from this. He floats towards the door but doesn't go
When he
out.
tries to, whatever he has to do, turn around, turn it
You
into
try to
sleep and
turn it?
disengage or
You
whatever.
just think it and it does it, and the ship goes down. Get up.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. You walk out the door. Elis will fly
I'll
out.
close it.
Close the door. It closes just by thought, and you go back through the portal and back into Med Bay. We're going to take a quick break right there.
Oh,
And we will be right back.
nasty.
Yep.
Nasty.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying yourself. We're fucking loving it. If you haven't seen our other episode that we just streamed today, it was epic mid-season episode.
No spoilers.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll be right back with you guys in just a little bit. And we're back. Here's to you and here's to me. And if we ever disagree, to hell with you, here's to me.
That's what she said.
No wrong. Lagging a little bit.
There we are. There we are. There it goes.
So I got the chat now. Thank goodness.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
There's a mod on here, but it wouldn't work.
I think the mini can't figure this out.
All right.
Good to see you, Disarray. She has not been in disarray. She's been right on top of things.
As always.
Right. We got about 30 more minutes on this episode and then one more after that, but let's get back to where we were. And Zed,
Yes.
you guys come back through the portal.
Close it.
And Rin will close the portal.
Like they have to choose to leave DNA around, right? I'm not just slapping myself.
That would have been a
I'm so sorry.
question.
Music too loud or is it good?
Damn it, Hawk. That's not what I meant. She fucking asshole.
The music too loud, guys? Can you hear us okay?
Hopefully the music was too loud on that first part.
Des didn't think so. She would have told us. She thought the music was epic, she said.
Yeah.
Get some compliments on your maps, too.
You did.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice. You can hear us good.
Nice. Awesome.
All right, so back at it. You were in the med lab. He's going to hook you back up to your body and hook you into that stuff and get you back in.
To my body part?
Yep. And he takes
Can't kill you.
the ring off of the thing. and says, well, that was interesting.
It says
You're awake
hear
again?
you.
Or am I sleeping?
Yeah, no, you're awake.
Okay.
You wake up.
But I feel like it's an adjustment. I feel like we can jump.
You feel different for sure. You realize how much more superior that body was in a lot of ways. But it feels comfortable being back
Yeah,
into your
my own
body.
skin.
Back in your own skin, yeah.
Don't
It's just
see.
touches his ears. Okay.
Yeah, you have ears again.
Pointed ears.
Ding, ding. Edith would say, so it seems like that thing is a mind mage.
Something.
Has the power of mind control and mind abilities. You said you could see sound.
I could see the energy coming off of you. I could stop your telepathy without even trying.
You
Well-
can see the energy coming off of us. That means there's no hiding.
I had a way into your mind.
That's disturbing.
It's a
Considering,
doorway into it. Like I could have just pushed it.
considering I'm protected, that is terrible.
And I could have, just the sheer physical ability of the body is beyond anything I could imagine. So imagine a mind mage that could walk up in hand-to-hand combat and tear you to pieces just because it wanted to.
So
Speak it, apparently.
it sounds like it would be a good idea to check out the capabilities of all of these things at present.
Absolutely.
And if you hear the whispers, just be the best to ignore. I don't know if it's going to be easier or harder on a lesser body.
So what about the connection to the mothership and the command for them to
Still
return?
felt disconnected, like it wasn't power. They couldn't take control, so they were commanding it by, not verbally, but
He looks at the cleric and he's like, we need to have answers on these things.
there's a way
Yeah.
to disconnect
And
the
can
main
they-
console in the head. And
Can the mothership track them now that there's been contact?
Maybe a little less.
So, if there is a way for them to connect and sense where you're located, then they know where we are.
I didn't know. I didn't really feel that it was viewing what I could view. I think it was just, it couldn't connect to me, so it tried to command me to return.
These are
As an
questions
order.
we need answers to.
So the ship tried to move and return by itself.
That's it.
It's not doing that now. What caused it to do that? We took the Necropians, we took the enemy off the ship,
Yeah. And it did that.
Auto, yeah, when in the autopilot.
And
but
then
it's not doing it now,
Lily cast a stoplight.
which obviously did work on what you sat in.
Yeah, I felt connection to every soul on that ship. It's all soul power.
Should we have the thing tied off right now? Now that we broke that spell.
Oh, it's connected to the dock. It's secure as far as
So, have we seen the mothership? Do we know what it looks like?
we have a basic understanding of what it looks like.
Does it have one of those eyes on the front of it, like that other one that we saw? The one that caused the chain reaction.
It's-
with
It's like a giant cylindrical asteroid with an entrance on the rear end of it, on the backside.
So no eyeball.
How its propulsion is we don't know. We don't know how it moves. We don't know. It's not. It looks nothing like the other ships. It's not pieces and parts like the other ships are, and it doesn't have, at least on the outside, it doesn't have any growth or bio, or there's no flesh, there's no eyes. It's just solid, what looks like rock.
That's bizarre.
I will say the ship itself, I could change it any way I really wanted to. I tried to move the growth and split the ship. created a hole in the ship. It
Yeah.
just split itself apart. And it can also become just like a land walking ship if you wanted to. It's like a gross spider.
So we know a lot more than we did know. And I think from this point on, once I report this to the council, they're going to want to experiment with bodies. They're going to want to find out. I know that your plan was what started all this, but now that we have the information you've gotten from doing
It
this,
changes,
it might change things a little bit.
which is understandable.
I'll have to find out what they think, and even my own personal belief of what's happened right now. I feel that we need to know more.
I would agree.
Any of these enemies that we capture, if we can do this with them, we can find out what their capabilities are and how to defeat them.
We have way more information now than we did before. I wonder if there's a way for us to find out the information that these things know about that mothership.
We have to.
If there's a
don't
way
know.
for us to
We'll leave-
access their memories.
Leave that up to those that are going to do it. But I can tell you this, what you found out now is more than, so it's going to connect the dots with the things that we've already had
And I did try
creatures.
to use its memory to learn how to access the ship and whatnot. And I could not. It was just naturally connected. The ship just reacted. But I couldn't get any memories myself.
I have an odd question. Because Kara had that soul storing device, that big one that holds a lot of souls. Would that be able to pull all those souls out of those suits?
Who knows? We would have to try. You need to take them down.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Kara has a sensor that if you walk into an area of effect with it, any souls that aren't within a body go to the sensor.
I've heard of those devices. Some of the older priestesses and priests in wars used to use those to collect the dead soul, the dead souls.
Yeah, I don't know if it would work with a soul stone or not, but
Kara possesses. That's
yeah.
a really good.
That is a good idea.
Because they will effectively devour.
Yeah, you could defeat them.
It could.
Honestly, I think the only reason that one was powered is because I was in the business. I don't think they can wake up.
So your soul
My soul.
allowed you to connect to it, and your soul was not under their control. So any soul that's inside of one of their bodies that's part of their genetic material can control the vessel.
It's kind of a bad draw for them using all soul power.
Yeah, it's a weakness.
It is. We have learned so very much today. When I go to the council with this information, I am sure it's going to change things.
So I would say it got loud, but I had no compulsion to follow what they wanted me to do. It was hard. I could hardly think. It got loud outside.
But they couldn't take.
Your soul is not part of their collective.
Exactly. I mean, I assume.
Good job, you guys.
Well done. Council meets tomorrow at noon. I will bring them this information. Actually, I'll send it to them beforehand and let you guys know. So, from what I can tell, they are massing an army to the north of Queensland, and that there are ships going in that direction. It seems like the military structure of Queensland's going to be able to protect the city itself. They're waiting for an attack right now. It's not something I think we need to worry about. I don't believe that I think we have them outnumbered. There weren't enough that came through. We don't know where the portal was located. That's the problem. It's not the one that's inside of Queensland that's being accessed. It's another one somewhere else outside of Queensland to the north somewhere. But there are so many devils, armies of devils located to the north of Queensland right now that we have really no access in there. tell you we've sent scouts, but they've been unable to detect any presence of any kind of portal yet. And that simply means they haven't been able to get close enough to detect it. So we have a relative idea of where this portal is located now. How it happened, we don't know. We don't know what it had to do with the stone or what the situation might be. But whoever created this portal is powerful.
No. Everything you do is cool and shitty at the same time.
So we find that information out. Maybe that will help us. But like I said, we send messengers down to the Underdark. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get back.
What do we do in the meantime?
Party.
Until then, would you just like us to wait for the council's word? Because we want to be involved. We're here.
Of course, you'll be the first that we notify as to if we're going to do anything. I've got you at the front of the line. So Cerberus is at this point the best odds. We know you are low on crew.
So we have 2 new crew members from Nocturna on board the ship right now, and that helps a little bit. So there's that. I actually did want to ask you, the doctor had mentioned to me something about her assistant. His name was Michael.
No, he is scared to death.
Is he?
Yes, he's terrified of it. He actually currently works here in the med lab.
Does he?
He does.
She had requested him, and I wasn't sure what the situation with that was. I just wanted to bring it up. Not that that's something we need to do, but
Is he somebody that might be able to help keep her in check? Because I gotta tell you, Eva, she's not stable.
she's not.
There's something fucking wrong with
I
her.
already told you. She's not.
Like,
She seems to want to do the right thing, but it's not.
She's being monitored very closely by Rosa, but
I would continue to.
I do not trust her.
Any traffic use of data or anything within or trying to move in or out of the lab is one.
What if he was in charge of her? That Michael guy? What if he was in charge of her?
He's just a tech. He's not.
It don't matter.
well, he would have to have the knowledge to be able to do so. Now, she's brilliant. She really is, but she's crazy. No, you
And Zed's going to walk over to the mind device, by the way, and just
Okay.
inspect it. See if
Okay.
it triggers, see if he understands it.
He opens it up and starts looking at it. The other Zed will come to you and start to explain how it works, what's involved with it, everything. Arcane engineering is at the heart of it. You realize the device was created through arcane engineering magic. Arcane magic. He tells you that they tried to reproduce it with divinity magic, and they've been unsuccessful.
Might be a good thing.
He'll teach you how to use it for sure. Building it is another thing. You realize it's going to require arcane magics to build something like this. He tells you he didn't build it; just help them. Help them.
be incredibly helpful to have one of those in the ship.
Under strict
Or
security
dangerous,
conditions.
or both.
Under strict security.
That
of
one
course.
is there. Is yours.
Cute.
We have enough. You see Zed looking.
Just one.
See Zed smile at you. He just goes, well, we have it at least. There were a few prototypes.
She'll collect it once they're.
I was like, he was
looking at
boxing it. But as soon as he said that, Zed would have said, you know, carry the case.
So, I suppose you're all dismissed right now. I'll let you know at noon tomorrow whether or not we discover something about what the council thinks should be done. As usual, I'm on your side. I will keep you to the front of the line. But remember, council is not happy with you. They fight me around every corner.
I could tell from the conversation. Just
Even a star mirror feels that. And he holds a great deal of weight with the rest of these mirrors.
From
I
action
will
or
not
like
speak
control?
freely in this instance. She'll speak freely.
What?
She said, I will not speak freely.
Can you speak more about Starmere? Like,
He's a council member here at Bucks.
no, I'm aware. I met him in the heavens, and it was because of my interaction with him that he came to show. So I'm well aware of who you're talking about. What I'm asking is like, what is he take issue with?
The fact that I separated the Sub Rosa and the crew.
Yes. The fact that the crew of the Sub Rosa and the Admiral was separated into a black box budget
Special
of
ops.
command that the council does not have control over.
So they just despise the fact of loss of control. not
Yes.
necessarily
Yes,
issue.
they have no control. But there are many laws that have been broken. There have been many things done. Sub Rosa includes the crew being evil that he disagrees with in a great way. However, you know,
I do, and I'm wondering if him knowing being
You're
on
a
the
diplomat.
ship might ease his issues if he knows that I'm a part of that I am to be a diplomat aboard the Sub Rosa. Now, if that might ease the tension.
very well may. I don't know what you're capable of, but I've heard stories about what you've done. I've heard you stop wars and various other things. Perhaps this is something you can pay attention to, and your details of the situation could be very beneficial to our cause.
Absolutely. If that was something we could do, that would be amazing.
In the fact that I have a feeling that if any correspondence is between the two of you, he will attempt to convince you of adding the Sub Rosa back to the control of the council. And honestly, it might not be a bad idea.
The problem with
He
that,
smiles.
the only problem that I see with that is their lack of willingness to work with anyone outside of good and law. It's
Well,
absolutely ridiculous.
So if someone is outside of that, but they're still part of the ship's crew, but the council is in control. See, before that was a big issue, which is part of why the separation took place. Not only that, but the breaking of the laws. If
What laws in specific are broken that they were concerned about?
well, one in particular was the relationship law.
Right.
That I can mention up front. Now, whether or not that is a situation that is justified to their true purpose, I do not know. I think their purpose was more or less being pushed by certain members. Now, those members have changed since then, so perhaps it could be a bit different. As a matter of fact, your very captain aboard your vessel is no longer within the council because of the situation. Her goal was to rise as fast as she could and gain power, and it seems that she has done so. And she's no
she's
longer part of the
amazing.
council.
She's
That's good to hear. Good to hear. You trust her.
I do.
She's loyal.
mine and Valkyrie's relationship and her relationship with the rest of the crew has changed a great deal. I think being on the ship and seeing what we go through and the things that we come up against gives people a little bit more compassion and understanding for what it is that we're doing, rather than just a judgment.
And her
Based on
advice,
I can tell you she has some sway with council members, at least one.
her advice is logical, but not interfering.
Now, of course, we disagree. She doesn't like that I go on away missions. She's smart,
That was
but
kind of
that's to be expected.
Well, and it gives her command of the vessel to go on, which is something she's wanted for some time.
So even with her want for that, she's still concerned about the safety of others. She doesn't let that supersede her wisdom.
So it sounds like to me you need to get your crew together and get them straightened out. It also sounds like to me that any kind of diplomatic discussions that need to take place with the council members are in order. And then you should think about becoming part of the council again, or becoming part of the military again, and not so black budget and secretive and shadowy. If that's something that can be done, then I'm sure that the amount of working together could be much stronger than it currently is. If it was not for me, not bragging, but if it was not for me, you would not have near the help we would have gotten up to this.
I understand. Something I would have to talk with the whole crew about, but yeah.
It could go a long way. Now,
You know, we could always talk about it under certain stipulations, possibly.
understand.
Well, I don't think you should have a vote. You say what happens with the Rosa, regardless of the council's decisions for certain.
And that's where we're at right now. That is why it is the way it is. I think other than that, could be beneficial. It's completely and utterly your decision, Admiral. You're still a part of the military. When you're on Space Station Lux, you are held by the letter of law here, and as are the other members of your group.
Of course.
But aboard your vessel, it is up to you. Well done.
Is this thing a suitcase or like a? By the way, I forgot to ask.
It's a metal, aluminum looking with a handle
Okay.
and two flip latches that have a way to lock it. Flip them.
like a cool metal science briefcase.
Yeah, yeah. Gun case, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They meet tomorrow at noon.
I don't even know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's a great
We're in
question.
space. I have no idea. She might say that.
Oh, fuck yeah. I didn't mean to fuck up and try to think of the timing
So
of other
you-
stuff too.
It's dark.
It's fucking space.
She's
Oh,
like
wait,
at
yeah.
EX. I'm saying, what time is it?
Probably around midnight shell time.
So
You get about 12 hours.
We can talk. This doesn't just. I know that it's my decision ultimately, but it affects the rest of the crew, and I want to hear your guys' opinions, everybody's opinion. What they think. It affects your guys' lives just as much as.
If those that went into the Underdark into the Abyss are successful, they may very well come back to your crew. That's also something to think of when you make this decision.
Right.
If it's possible that they come back, then
Which
Still
it
get no
is.
bird.
that's true.
Wow, this is a long way down.
Completely
It's-
possible. I doubt that Kara and Risa will come back. Ever.
I can tell you that access to the Underdark is not accessible through the elevator currently. The keys that control the elevator are in the Underdark.
Come back.
Wait, no. Who had the crystal?
Hmm?
Who had the crystal?
What?
Who had the crystal that we made? That Lily and Ren made?
It's in the device. It's in the elevator.
There's just no
And
soul.
the elevator's on the bottom.
Got you. If somebody were to go through the portal and go into the elevator,
They could perhaps access it if the door is unlocked.
but the elevator is now within the temple.
Does elevator still exist?
Which is fine.
Well, that might explain why there's no access.
Yeah, it's within the Temple of Nero, where the elevator was located.
Well, I know through Jamal that it is inaccessible currently.
She'll say, here. And she'll show him what it looks like down there.
Okay.
She'll just show him in his head. It's like, this is the Temple of Nero, this is the Temple of Goldstar, the walls, the Styx River on the outside of it, all of it.
That's more information than I've been able to have up to this point.
And
Thank
portal?
I thought
Like-
you knew that.
Like that there's a portal there? Like
And the Tower of Menor.
Yeah, Nars Tower.
a
And
portal
she
in the
said
Temple of Goldstar that goes to the Prime?
The portal that's in the Temple of Goldstar. It
Yes,
just goes right in.
we're aware, but currently with everything that's going on in Queensland, that's where I sent our messengers. But with everything that's going on there now, it doesn't seem as accessible as it should be, depending on who you are. Like, I doubt I would be given access to that. Not that I couldn't get past the guards, but I basically had to request to the royal house to use it.
You that evil?
Negotiable.
I'm a counselor, and I need to do what is right and do it according to law.
Diplomacy.
Yes.
Diplomacy sucks.
Morals negotiable.
So, I will get in touch with you. If you have any information coming out, then let me know. Get with me.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. And we'll come back again here in a little while and do another stream tonight. And see what happens.
I was so nervous when we did the first stream. It's not that bad. I was so nervous, you guys. I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh no. It's not that bad.
Oh, it's been a great
It's been
experience.
great fun.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome to have
I think the back end time saving too is
Just right here.
Yeah,
for you
because
guys.
with doing this, the really cool part is we don't have to edit our videos
never have to
anymore,
edit them again.
which that takes so much time.
Well, I
off
mean,
of our
I think we have to
hands.
catch up on some editing. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we got to
But-
catch up. But how do I do this? Like, subscribe, share, hit the ding ding
Just look at the
over
ding
on the
ding.
other thing.
hit all the ding dings.
Dings,
Oh,
yeah.
Ding ding on Twitch.
There's
They
ding ding
turn
on Twitch, too.
If you find the ding ding on Twitch, punch it.
Bunch it, like, subscribe, go to the Discord, go to the website, buy the system.
Every 5 ding dings that are punched on Twitch. Just saying.
You know, we're gonna make our icons. We're gonna make some icons. I guess we could put some icons at least.
Yeah, we got to reach all of our
Goals.
goals on Twitch, and then after we do that, I'm gonna try to upload some special emotes, and it'll be like the OGM symbol, the HLA symbol, and then I was also gonna see if Twitch would let me do all of our characters.
Yeah.
As little emotes.
I
I don't
need-
know if it'll let me do that, but
There
we'll
you
see.
go. Okay.
And we need a bell too. We need a ding ding.
We need ding ding.
Yeah, if you, yeah, I think especially, I don't know if you have to go level up. I think it should be able to have your number modified.
You gotta get. I think it's 50 subscribers, 8 streams in a month. One other thing, I would have to go
7 streams in a month.
7
8 hours within a month.
8 hours a month,
So
7
it's-
streams. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we just gotta meet our goals.
I was gonna say, we've almost met
Or
that
subscribers, followers, 50 followers. Followers, guys.
Yeah, well, follow us, like, subscribe, follow, share,
Get your
hit the ding
friends
ding,
in here.
all that jazz, and we'll see you guys on.
Maybe I'll do a poll with some of my characters and let you guys choose what one of them do.
Yeah, we can do polls. We can do all kinds of cool stuff. We were
But I'm not sure what to do.
games and everything. Anyway, we will see you guys next episode, and we are Original GM.
Do.
As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory, we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land.